All right, that's enough of that. Hey! How the fuck are y'all doing? Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. How the fuck are we doing? Look at that. Look at that late night stream. I know you Euro cucks and you fucking East Coasters aren't a big fan, but what about my Australian fans? What about my East Asian fans? What about my late night boys? What about my night shifters? What about those folks? Honestly, if you were in the lobby complaining about the stream schedule time before we got started, you're kind of a piece of shit. You're kind of a piece of shit. You're just kind of a huge piece of shit. Really, like subhuman, basically. In fact, I would go so far as to say that you basically think that Southeast Asian people, Australians, West Coasters, and people who work midnight shifts are just dog shit. And I think that's a really, really shitty position to take. I don't know why you would do that. I don't know why you feel that way. All I can do is try to improve your state of mind. All I can do is try and make you a better person diegetically through my own stream. And what a beautiful stream we're going to have here tonight, folks, let me tell you, because we've got some juicy drama that we need to sink our teeth into. All right? Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm not ready. Let's familiarize ourselves slightly with some drama. So, to those of you who may not be aware, Alabama recently refrained from airing an Arthur episode. For those of you who don't know, Arthur is a long-running PBS child-friendly show about what is he, an aardvark? An anteater? I don't know, but his glasses and earbuds connect to the middle of his oval head and his ears are up here. So I really don't fucking know. Let's hear ABC give their take on the drama. Okay? Here, real quick.
In the episode, Mr. Ratburn, Arthur's teacher, was
So see this is two they're getting married. See? Look, and they're two boys. See? You can tell because neither of them have the little eyelash thing that all cartoon girls have.
seen walking down the aisle with his aardvark partner.
Mr. Ratburn is married. I still can't believe it.
Yep, it's a brand new world.
The episode, part of Arthur's 22nd season, already aired on PBS stations nationally, but kids in Alabama will have to find it elsewhere. Mike McKenzie, director of programming of Alabama Public Television, tells AL.com, although we strongly encourage parents to watch television with their children and talk about what they have learned afterwards, parents trust that their children can watch APT without their supervision.
So, that's the gist of it right there. The director of Alabama's public television programming said essentially that he feels that children need to have parental supervision when noticing the existence of gay people, that it would be irresponsible of him to broadcast programming that can be watched by children when they need parental supervision, and parental supervision is necessary if there are two men being married. Obviously, as we know, this is derivative of that same old, how will I explain to my kids why they saw two men kissing in the street line of argumentation. That children need to somehow be sheltered and protected from the knowledge that gay people exist. Let me tell you folks, if they're mad about this, I'm pretty sure I personally have exposed more young children on the street to evidence of my gayness with how into PDA I am than anything Arthur could have conceivably done. What is this? Some milquetoast fucking kids cartoon show where they walk down the aisle and then do a fucking jig in the middle of a dance floor? Listen, I'm talking dick out. I'm talking shots fired, loads, okay? I personally am compensating for Alabama's backward take on this issue. Speaking of backwards take on this issue, you will never guess who has a hot take. It's no bullshit. No bullshit. The nearly 2/3 of a million subscriber YouTube channel owned and operated by somebody who is the world record holder fewest wrinkles in the brain. It's incredible. He's like a prize dog. You know when you bust out those dogs at the shows and they're all foofy and they've got the big white fur and you think they look kind of fucked up, but then they get like a medal because of how perfect the fur is or something? That's no bullshit. He goes there down to the fucking the deject incest bestiality ridden cum stained barn where they hold this festival, and they open up his noggin and it's just like a beautiful little marble. Sweeps the festival every time, every single time. Okay, so I really do hate no bullshit though. He is very stupid. He is a very stupid person. I'm gonna do my best with this one. Okay, I'm gonna do my best with this one. But no bullshit is actually painfully stupid. It actually hurts. I'm not joking. This isn't hyperbole. I'm not playing it up. It does hurt me to watch him and to listen to him. So we're going to give it a shot. Oh, and before we do, I actually got some slick insider information provided me by Shoeonhead on Twitter. Shoeonhead actually provided me a documentary that No Bullshit took, him filming himself developing sort of the rhetorical process, the analysis that he would engage in to make this video. He's the fellow asleep. This is him crafting the arguments that he would use in this video. It's incredible, isn't it? It really is. It's like taking a peek into the studio of Van Gogh. So from this, the architecture of genius, we now dive in to the masterpiece this thought process has wrought. Let's do it. No more fucking around. I'm here. Let's go. Just 3 seconds over 10 minutes so he can get the 2 ads on this video. Ooh, very slick. Not as stupid as I thought. He's got a slicker intro than me.
Hello and welcome back to No Bullshit. Today we finally turn to talking about the latest woke episode of the long-running Canadian children's television show called Arthur, which
Wait. Arthur's Canadian? That's fucked up. Alright. I think I'll be siding with No Bullshit on this one. Fucking foreign invaders into my country.
recently premiered their 22nd season by having a big, progressive, pro-social justice warrior gay wedding as its ending.
Okay, so big, progressive, pro-social justice warrior gay wedding. This is the rhetoric of the typical like anti-SJW YouTuber, that anytime there's a woman there, or anytime there's a brown-skinned person, or like an Asian person, or like a disabled person, or a trans person, or a gay person, or anything like that, it's because of SJW wokeness infiltrating media and trying to cuck the world or something. There can never be like these people existing unless they exist within the framework that No Bullshit finds acceptable. I think No Bullshit's sort of ideal media construct would be like The Expendables, where it's just a bunch of half-naked, muscular old men screaming, and every once in a while a waifish woman walks by for them all to whistle at. I think that's what he's comfortable with. But we're going to be hearing this a lot through this video. Not that I know. I haven't seen the video. I just know it's the NPC talking points. They do it a lot.
I guess we really shouldn't be surprised that this kind of left-wing liberal propaganda is coming out of Canada at this point.
Left-wing liberal propaganda. Two men marrying. Something that's now federally legal everywhere in the United States and happens every day. Left-wing Marxist propaganda. It's good, though. It's good. We're going to be hearing this a lot. By the way, picture perfect definition of white male fragility right here. That the mere existence and recognition of people other than him has to be propagandistic. Let's hit it.
But still, it's pretty interesting what kinds of messages this show is pushing on young children.
That gay people exist.
Self-proclaimed demographic is 4 to 8-year-olds after all. But we're not just here to talk about this woke Arthur episode today. We're also here to give a shout out to the red-pilled state in the United States that decided to block this episode from airing. That would be the good old boys in the Southern American state of Alabama. And
nothing says based and red-pilled like the fucking the pudgy public broadcast network administrator deciding that he doesn't want children to look at cartoon characters marrying if they're both drawn as boys. Pretty based and red-pilled. Pretty uncucked. Good way to fight back against cultural Bolshevism and the international Jewry. You got him.
And it's been a sweet home Alabama as of late too, as they've also decided to take a pretty radical stance on abortions this past week as well, which caused an even bigger controversy for them before. Their banning of abortions really sparked a big, larger debate on that topic too, and on states' rights in general. And my opinion is,
States' rights. Nobody's talking about states' rights. Jesus Christ. No bullshit is one of those kinds of people who would like let Trump shit into their mouth if somebody convinced them a liberal would smell it, you know? If Alabama passed a law saying that it was now legal to lynch black people, you could just do it. You could literally just see fucking Jamal walking down the street and run at him with a rope, lasso him up, and hang him over the nearest tree. No bullshit would make a YouTube video within 12 hours talking about based Alabama triggering the libs and fighting back against Marxist propaganda.
although I might not agree with this strict, almost 100% ban on abortions, I also believe each state has a right to make these kinds of laws locally, as they see fit. Let's not forget, radical liberal states have made some very progressive and much worse choices with their legislation.
Radical. So I guess no bullshit believes in a state's right to make laws counter to the Constitution? So states can just counter the Constitution? Okay. I guess we can say it's based in red pilled for states to ignore like the 14th Amendment, for example, or the 19th. Would that be based in red pilled as well? Again, I probably shouldn't go over everything. No bullshit actually is like functionally damaged in some way, but we can.
Before this. For example, California banned straws from restaurants, while also decriminalizing the intentional spreading of HIV or AIDS.
So, for one, the banning of straws from restaurants, I don't even know if that was a hard ban or if that was just like an incentive that was provided. But either way, that doesn't run counter to the Constitution the way the Alabama bill does. And secondly, they did not decriminalize the intentional spreading of HIV. What they instead did was lower it from a felony to a misdemeanor to put it in line with all other STIs. What people found over the course of sort of analysis in the spread and reporting of HIV is that people were not getting HIV tests because if they did, they would then know if they were HIV positive. And that would mean if they had sex in the future and someone else got HIV, whether or not it was from them, they could be accused of intentionally spreading HIV and then get a felony sentence. Since the way the law was structured was preventing people from getting HIV tests and therefore making the world a more dangerous place, it was brought back to being a misdemeanor. It wasn't a ban on straws. It was a policy of you have to ask to have them. All right, well, I wouldn't expect no bullshit to present any issue fairly or reasonably. So that's pretty much in line.
Meanwhile, other states like Oregon and Massachusetts are littered with sanctuary cities, places that openly brag and promote the fact that they don't follow federal laws and allow illegal aliens from all over the world to find safe havens in their harbors.
Yeah, no, that's what I call that pretty fucking based, actually. Here's what's not based. Alabama being scared of kids seeing gay people. Here's what is based. Cities saying fuck you to the federal government and housing a marginalized community to help them get up on their feet. That's pretty fucking based, actually. That's pretty fucking red-pilled.
Where they often end up breaking more laws and causing more problems, by the way. And what about all the states that still have marijuana?
Undocumented immigrants commit statistically substantially lower crime. Like, they have a lower crime rate than the indigenous population. Wasn't this supposed to be about the Arthur episode? Just he keeps saying things that are wrong, and I know the answers to most of them because these talking points come up again and again and again.
Criminalized. This is a perfect, harmless plant that's never killed any states that still have marijuana criminalized. This is
okay, so he has a problem with weed being criminalized? Cool, me too.
This is a perfect, harmless plant that's never killed anyone.
Also, California, Oregon, and Washington all have legalized marijuana. The 3 states he just talked about all have legal marijuana. I have no idea what he's talking about.
And it can be used for thousands of things that help society too, only one of which is getting stoned, but it's still partially criminalized in most of the United States.
Yeah, most of the United States, like all of the South, including Alabama, the based and red-pilled state you were just talking about, and not including Washington, Oregon, and California, the 3 cucked blue-pilled states that you hate. What the fuck is he talking about? Did he just get lost? Isn't this video scripted?
And it's completely prohibited in places like Nebraska, South Dakota, and Idaho. So I better not hear anyone from those 3 states complain about Alabama trying to save the lives of unborn babies. While they
What? If you come from a state where marijuana is illegal, you can't complain about another state implementing an unconstitutional law that could potentially put women in jail for having a miscarriage. Do you think he wrote a script, or he had somebody write the script, but then he kind of like doodled all over it in sort of like the pre-game like hype state of recording the video? He kind of doodled and then he lost track of what the fuck are we going on about? He's like losing his mind as the video progresses.
They themselves still send teens to jail and ruin their lives over just having a gram of kush.
Yeah, I agree. That's bad. What?
I think you guys get the point here. Lots of different states have lots of different rules according to their local opinions and ways of life.
Yeah, and some are bad and some are good. What? I'm sorry. Okay.
And also, if some states are allowed to get radically leftist and allow things like sanctuary cities, which are safe.
Well, they're not. Those are violations of federal law. It's just based in red pilled, yo. Red is in like commie red, you know. Also, there are no radically leftist states or cities in the United States of America. Oh boy.
Safe havens for criminals, and not to mention, some states like Virginia allow late-term abortions all the way up until a baby's born.
Good.
Well, I think if we can go...
I wonder if this guy has a problem with churches. In churches, can't criminals go in there and the police can't arrest them in there because churches are considered sanctuaries? Is that just a cartoon thing? Is that like a meme? But I like one way or another, even if it is a meme, and even if everything No Bullshit has to say is true, that in order for him to defend Alabama not broadcasting this episode, he has to go in a 2-minute soliloquy about how pretty much all states they just do things. People just have opinions and they do things. Some things are bad or good, but this thing's good. I'm not going to demonstrate why it's good yet, but I just think states do things. They do things. That's pretty much what we're at so far. 2 minutes and 30 seconds in. I need to bring that. You know what I need to do? I need to lower the video speed. I'll think about it. Okay, I need to make him talk slower.
To that extreme on the left, then it's also okay for Alabama to go to the other extreme on the right.
Well, no, because left extreme is good and right extreme is bad. Marginalizing gay people is bad, and helping undocumented immigrants is good. See, you're so extremely anti-rape. The extreme position you take on anti-rape, which is where you say no one should rape, is really extreme. And I think people have every right to go equally extreme in favor of rape. It's only fair. All right, please.
First, they outlawed abortions in a way their community saw fit. And now, back to today's story, they're also banning Arthur's new woke wedding episode because they don't want that kind of liberal propaganda indoctrinating their young children. So,
Jesus Christ. Imagine how weak you have to think heterosexuality is for you to think that showing 2 gay rats on a kid's show marrying is brainwashed propaganda that will turn your children gay. Man, are these people the real heterophobes? Because I have a lot more faith in straight people than that. I think that if you take a straight little boy and you sit him down in front of the TV, unsupervised, and he watches a 13-minute episode, and I say, hey, hey, what a wonderful kind of day, hey, you know, the theme song to Arthur, and then he sees 2 gay rats doing the jig together, and like, I don't know if No Bullshit's seen the episode. Does he think there's like deep anal going, like they show the wedding, and then fucking Mr. Ratburn just fucking pounds those cheeks after viscerally? You see like the asshole pucker when he pull. I don't know what he thinks the kids are gonna see. I'm reasonably certain that afterwards the little boy's gonna get up and he's gonna think, boy marry boy, okay, and then he's just gonna go back to like hit pee get hard in the shower when he thinks of Stacy in class. I think it's gonna be okay. No Bullshit. I think we're all gonna be okay after this episode.
So instead of straight up saying Alabama is a bunch of far-right, conservative, redneck monsters, I would like to offer this alternative view that they just really care about conservative values. And
Yeah, wait, why'd you just say the same thing twice?
so instead of straight up saying Alabama is a bunch of far-right, conservative, redneck monsters, I would like to offer this alternative view that they just really care about conservative values. And
Really care about conservative values, yeah, like being far-right redneck monsters. Yeah. Why'd you just say the same thing twice?
And more importantly, they also really care about their children and their future, as we've seen with
Oh, it's Alabama, so I don't think anyone was doubting that they care about their children down there, you know?
both of these stories. They're really doing this for the kids, whether about to be born or aborted, unfortunately, or also maybe the kids have been alive for a couple years and they're about to watch Arthur. Either way, Alabama cares, and there's something really right about that too. For more information on Alabama not airing this Arthur episode and that story, let's turn to an article from CBS News called "Alabama Public Television Refuses to Air."
By the way, I wonder if he would say the same thing about Islam. Like, oh, yeah, Islam isn't... instead of saying ISIS is a barbaric, far-right death cult, I think we should take a different approach and say they're very passionate about their conservative values, which is true. You know, it's an old meme, but it's true. That there is no, you know, there are no greater bed buddies, at least in concept, than Islamic extremists and radical Christians or like far right conservatives in America. They believe basically the same things. I'm sure that ISIS would support Alabama refusing to air this episode for pretty much the same reasons that No Bullshit does. So I wonder if he would lend them the same credence, or if he's actually just like playing ball to defend people that he agrees with, rather than just steel manning a position he thinks is morally consistent.
Air Arthur episode with gay wedding. Check this one out. Season 22 of Arthur kicked off with a special wedding episode that had people...
Wait, didn't No Bullshit say that the season was concluded by a special wedding episode? Ooh, better double check that script before writing. Oh, No Bullshit. I know that script writing is hard. That's why I stopped doing it. I stream now. But that one would have been really easy to spot. Maybe email them to me so I can give them a look over.
across the country talking. However, kids in Alabama did not see the May 13th episode in which Arthur's teacher, Mr. Ratburn, marries his partner. That's because it was never aired. Alabama Public Television chose not to air the episode entitled Mr. Ratburn.
Just slowly read it. Jesus Christ. For the exact 10 minute and 3 seconds. Listen, to everyone who calls me a fucking grifter, at least I just stream, and I just stream the length, and whatever the length of the stream is the length of the stream. Not this, here, I have to give my take on defending an indefensible, stupid, backwards redneck decision. So let me put out a video within 24 hours that meets the exact fucking 10-minute requirement to put in 2 pre-roll ads. And to fill that time slot, I'll just slowly read an ABC article that's really fucking milquetoast.
And the special someone, according to AL.com. Instead, Arthur fans in the state saw a rerun episode. The decision was made back in April when the local PBS station was notified about the content of the episode. Mike McKenzie, director of programming at Alabama Public TV, told Alabama.com. CBS News has reached out to McKenzie and several other people of Alabama Public Television for comment and is awaiting response. Well, I wouldn't hold your breath on that one. I don't think Alabama Public...
That's it? Wait, he doesn't even have a comment? He just like literally 60 seconds of just reading the article. That's what that was. I hope you all enjoyed that ASMR. And now we get video game footage? Fuck, I need to become a conservative fucking demagogue. Holy shit, this is so easy.
Public TV is going to respond because they really don't need to. In actuality, this story is kind of a non-story. The only reason it's coming up is because of the 2 stories that preceded it. First, Arthur made waves by having this pro-gay season premiere, which in my opinion was a bit of a publicity stunt for a long-running show that may have had ratings that are waning. Then Alabama made its own waves when...
Well, wait, right there. That was kind of a conflation right there. Again, this is part of the anti-SJW YouTuber strategy of delegitimizing any instance in which any people who aren't straight, white, cisgender, and able-bodied are in media. So in order for... So a wedding episode is usually a pretty big grab in like a long-running show because it means a change in the status quo, right? But if this was a straight wedding between a man and a woman, it might also be a ratings bump or a way to like kick things off hot for a new season. But because it's a gay wedding, this is now a bad thing. I sincerely doubt No Bullshit would be writing about this if that was the case. So the idea that this was a publicity stunt is completely irrelevant. It has literally nothing to do with this video. He's just, again, filling up time.
They made their big restriction on abortion recently, which we already went over. And finally, these two stories collided when Alabama Public TV decided to not air this Arthur episode as well. Progressives at CBS News are probably trying to blow this up to further slam Alabama because of their abortion ban. And now,
Well, possibly, but it's also pretty abhorrent on its own, conceptually, to ban such a milquetoast children's-friendly episode with the tacit suggestion that to exposure to gay people is inherently more like degenerate and less child-friendly than exposure to straight people. It's just, I mean, it's just factually blatant homophobia. There's no two ways around it. So yeah, I think they deserve the slamming, with or without everything else.
Alabama Public Television probably didn't even realize this could be seen as a connection. The truth is, Alabama Public TV has a right to air and not air whatever shows and episodes they want.
Nobody's saying they don't have a right to. They're criticizing the decision. Why they all do the same thing? The skeptic community, it's always the same thing. You say this thing is bad, but actually legally they can do it. You don't like it when people say Sieg Heil and raise their arm forward in a salute to Adolf Hitler, but actually the First Amendment protects that right. So get fucked, you triggered like what am I supposed to take from this? Nobody's saying they don't have a fucking right. They're saying it's bad.
Sure, this could be seen as censorship, and I'm not necessarily...
It is literally censorship. It could be seen as. This guy pitches a fucking fit about fucking censorship when Twitter bans an account of like a Nazi, but a state-run institution deciding not to air an episode for political reasons might be censorship. It might be censorship. There's a possibility. There's a possibility censorship was involved with this one, guys.
For that, but let's also not pretend Arthur is some big, important, must-see TV show that people just can't miss.
Censorship only matters if it's a big program. It has to be politically motivated. It has to be big too. How many monthly viewers? Well, I don't know. Just Arthur wasn't that big. It was only a beloved children's show with over 20 seasons that's culturally referenced all over the place, and is now being discussed at a national level for an event related to it. But, you know, it's so small. I don't know if it... What? Did somebody ban my 1,200 fucking follower Twitter account? Fucking 1488 Pep of Hitler Frog? No. Again. Nice meme. I don't know what I just did to hit my desk that made the screen do that, but I'm okay with it.
Most of the 4-year-olds who watched this probably didn't even know they missed an episode. It's not like we're...
Again, this has nothing to do with it. What the fuck is he talking about? Maybe it's censorship, but it wasn't even that big of a show. I bet most of the kids didn't even notice.
Talking about an episode of Game of Thrones here. Like if that episode got banned, there would be riots in the streets. Because that's a show which people watch religiously and keep tabs on the story week after week. Arthur, on the other hand, they make standalone episodes for children without much connected plot or anything like that. So kids missing one episode isn't that big a deal.
This literally has nothing to do with the central issue at all. He could literally be like, well, actually, the last season only got an IMDb rating of 6.8. Does this really matter for a 6.8 show? At 7, we might be able to recognize this, but at 6.8, what the fuck is he talking about? None of these things matter. Oh man, the conservative grift is so fucking good. Oh god, I need to become a... Honestly, fuck you guys. How many donos have I gotten this stream so far? I haven't checked. Like 6? If I streamed this kind of content, hey, yo, what's up? It's me, Vashi G. Former leftist fucking lipcock. Oh! Took the soy out of my body. Now I'm here to talk. Join me now for my part 12 of my 86 fucking episode series on how Mortal Kombat 11 put all their women in burqas and how not showing boobies is political censorship when the game company privately decides to do this for their own artistic reasons. A $1,000 donation from Gas the Kikes 14. Wow. Thank you so much, Gas the Kikes. I really appreciate it. Ooh, we can't say some of those words on my stream, but honk honk if you know what I mean. God damn. Oh man, it'd be so fucking easy.
And most people probably didn't notice if it wasn't for this article and others like it. McKinsey told AL.com that APT has no plans to air the episode at a later date. Parents have trusted Alabama Public Television for more than 50 years to provide children's programs that entertain, educate, and inspire.
So, I like this again. Mackenzie, he's the person who leads from the APT, the Alabama Public Television Department. Parents have trusted the APT for more than 50 years to provide children's programs that entertain, educate, and inspire. So the past several hundred episodes of Arthur, all of them entertained, educated, and inspired. This episode of Arthur, was it less entertaining because there were gay people in it? Is that how it works? Do they derive the entertainment? Is this the single least entertaining episode of Arthur yet? So of all of the hundreds of one, is this the lowest? Probably not. So it's not that. To educate, Arthur is generally educational, and I would go so far as to say that the inclusion of a gay wedding is probably substantially more educational than your average episode of Arthur. Isn't Arthur just about, I mean, you can listen to the fucking theme song, and I say, hey, hey, what a wonderful kind of day, where we can learn to work and play, and get along with each other. It's, you know, it's a typical kid show, you know, you like get along and stuff, so a wedding episode, and between two men to that, I think that's pretty educational. So that's not it. And then we've got inspire. I don't know what the fuck they mean by inspire. I sincerely doubt every episode of Arthur was inspiring. So I'm thinking these three excuses are bunk, and the actual reason, and I'm just gonna put this one out on a limb there, okay? I know this is gonna sound crazy. I think a government worker in Alabama might not like gay people, and might just not want children to know gay people exist. I think it might be just a little bit bigoted, just like a smidge. It doesn't really have anything to do with what they're saying here. They just don't like gay people. Well, who knows? I'm only inductively reasoning that.
McKinsey said in an email to the station. More importantly,
oh God, he's gonna read the whole fucking thing, isn't he? Skip 10, 20 seconds. Oh God, and he adds his fucking fursona in here. Can we all appreciate how fucking disgusting? It's just a cow and he puts it on like a dude in a plaid shirt. So how much of my life is him talking? Oh God, we're gonna be in for it. Oh fuck. Oh God. Oh God. Okay. Oh no.
that entertain, educate, and inspire.
Huh?
I'm sorry, can you remind me, was that Overwatch footage?
Nah, it was wasn't that Rage 2? The game that was...
For any reason.
No, he just had to fill up the background.
He couldn't have just put a picture of art. Okay.
No. He had to fill up he had to show people how good he was at the game. He like shot a guy. It was pretty cool. It was pretty rad. Gotta get that gamer audience.
McKinsey said in an email to the station. More importantly, although we strongly encourage parents to watch television with their children and talk about what they have learned afterwards, parents trust that their children can watch APT without their supervision, he said. We also know that children who are younger than the target audience for Arthur also watch the program.
So all of this, again, is reinforcing the idea that it's irresponsible for kids to, like, know gay people exist. Like, that's it. This is such fucking weak dog whistling. Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess this is about as good as dog whistling can get in an unambiguously bigoted situation. To be fair.
In the premiere episode, Arthur and his friends worry their teacher is going to marry an uptight woman. But when they get to the wedding ceremony, they learn Mr. Ratburn is marrying a man. They're relieved and happy for their teacher. You see, this is why I kind of like this story. Alabama is giving some real, wholesome, Southern American vibes to me here. As the
Fuck you, faggot. I'm not letting my kids see this shit. I think Alabama is really presenting some wholesome Southern vibe. All right, dude. Tell me why, though. Tell me why. Give it to me.
The Alabama Public Television representative said they made a judgment call. The new episode had something they didn't believe was appropriate for the
Wait, whoa. What just went by the screen? I looked away.
representative said they made a judgment call. The new episode had something they didn't believe was appropriate
What
for
the fuck was that? Was that a
representative
bird?
said they made a judgment call. The new episode had something they didn't believe.
This is people. Is it just people walking by? That scared the shit out of me. Why would you use video footage of ducks in a pond if it's fucking ruined by people just fucking dicks out sprinting in front of the camera like fucking ghouls? Jesus Christ. All right, what is he saying? I gotta focus.
A public television representative said they made a judgment call. The new episode had something they didn't believe was appropriate for the children of Alabama, so they just played.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, Alabama is the same state that didn't air the famous episode of the original Star Trek series where Captain Kirk and Lieutenant Uhura, a black woman, kissed. That was the very first time on television that a white person and a black person kissed. This happened back during the 60s. Alabama didn't air the episode, and they didn't do it for the exact same reasons they're not airing the Arthur episode today. So I guess what No Bullshit is saying is it's wholesome if people censor things as long as they really want to censor them. I think that's what I'm deriving from this. So okay, I'm glad he's so in favor of the like purge of conservative and like Nazi shit off Twitter and YouTube and Patreon and what have you. I have no idea how anyone can think this is a legitimate argument.
Played another old rerun episode instead. Not really that big a deal either. Most kids wouldn't notice. And I appreciate this too.
Again, that's not an argument.
Seeing a large state's public television station taking a stand, albeit a little one, against this pro-gay progressive garbage that keeps coming out in the media.
That pro-gay garbage. So here's my dilemma. How do I make it funny to dunk on someone who just hates gay people? Is there a way for, please, look, you can email me at voshvidya@gmail.com. I really want to know, like, give me your fucking Seinfeld comedy tips, okay? Because what am I supposed to do if a person literally just says that being in favor of gay people is garbage? Do I just say, like, fuck you, no bullshit, I hope you die? I mean, sure, like, I can. I think I'm limited to that. I don't know. What if my values are incompatible with somebody? I can't even point out that they're a hypocrite. I mean, he is a hypocrite. He's saying a bunch of stupid shit here. If his position was gay people are degenerate and children shouldn't be exposed to them, that is a consistent position. I wouldn't argue it's right.
Media nowadays. And had this been in a teen or adult show, it might have been more okay too, but again, Arthur is a show for freaking 4-year-olds. And
so again, he's still dodging this question. Why is it that young people, like little kids, can't see gay people?
Kids even younger watch it as well. So I don't think they need to be educated about gay weddings or any weddings for that matter.
Wait. No weddings? So no bullshit would be okay if the state censored other children's cartoon episodes that have weddings? That's a pretty radical position there, no bullshit. Did you just make that up on the spot? Because I don't think you would make this same video arguing against the exposure of straight weddings to children. I think you just made that one up, but I think you just lied to me. And you just lied to your audience, no bullshit. I thought your name was no bullshit, but that was some bullshit right there, no bullshit. Why you gotta do me like that? You don't think kids should be exposed to any weddings? Never heard that before. Okay. Good way to dodge the point, though.
Story and this season opening for Arthur, well, it just seems forced and like they're trying to be politically correct.
This reminds me so much of Gamergate. These people never change. Anytime there's a woman or a trans person or a brown person or whatever the fuck, it's forced and politically correct, and it's SJWs forcing their way into the otherwise wholesome, normal state of there not being any women or brown people or trans people or whatever. They can never defend this argument. It's just something they like saying because they like feeling like the underdog opposing like this global conspiracy to force everyone to be gay, rather than what they are, which is defending state censorship of exposure of a marginalized community.
Like they're trying to push social justice warrior propaganda too. So kudos to Alabama Public Television for taking a stand against this BS.
See, exactly what I mean. He would support anything that triggered the SJWs, okay? Again, the lynching law, just running down the street with the fucking lasso trying to catch Negroes by the neck. No bullshit is in favor of it, okay? Because I wouldn't be. That's pretty much his brain. It really is just the on-off switch, okay? That's all he's gotten there.
It is not the first time APT has pulled an episode of the children's show from air. In a 2005 episode, Arthur's friend Buster meets a child who has 2 mothers. APT did not air that episode either.
What an interesting pattern. I didn't even know that. What an interesting pattern. fascinating.
At the time, APT's then director, Alan Pizzato, told AL.com, "Our feeling is that we basically have a trust with the parents about our programming. This program doesn't fit into that.
It's the exact same language. A 14-year gap and nothing has changed in Alabama. Oh, gay people? Don't know if the kids are ready for that one. 14 years later. Gay people? Don't know if the kids are ready for that one. Better censor some media.
Parents in Alabama want their kids to see the season 22 premiere episode, Mr. Ratburn and the Special Someone. It's available on PBS's website. Wow, now, you see? There's even a free and easy way for people in Alabama to still see that episode if they really want to.
So state censorship is okay as long as there's a copy of the episode available online? I would love to talk to No Bullshit about this because there's really no way for him to, like, all of these arguments, like, you could obviously clear through them, like bundles of sticks, like fucking tarps in the wind. And it would basically be him boiling down to, like, the core of this, which is that he thinks gay people are icky and kids shouldn't see it and fuck SJWs and fuck political correctness. That's pretty much the gist of it.
So with that option in mind, it's really hard to fault Alabama public television after all that. It
is. You haven't made any arguments in favor of them doing what they're doing. You haven't made a single argument in favor of what they're doing. You've made a bunch of excuses. Yeah, I don't think kids should see that. And you can see the episode online. And honestly, the episode was just kind of a ratings grab. And I don't know. It's not like this is a big deal. It's not like Game of Thrones. And you could see the episode available online. Like just excuse after excuse, all of which incredibly just they're nothing. They're nothing excuses. The only thing he has here is that gay people are icky. And he's got me on that one.
They thought was right when they thought they could, because they're trying to do what's best for their people.
Yeah, literally fucking ISIS and the Taliban and Al-Qaeda all believe the exact same thing. Doing what you believe is best to protect your community is not an ethical justification of anything.
In their locality. In the end, this is a classic example of our state system in America working out the way the founders planned it to.
By censoring media. This is what the founders intended.
Knew that one set of rules and regulations could not properly cover such a big and varied continent like North America and the United States. So the founders set things up with a state-by-state system, hence the name of our country, the United States of America.
It's the fucking states' rights. Alabama keeps censoring children's show episodes that show gay people. What a phenomenal testament to the strength and tenacity of our states. What else could the founding fathers have intended when they enshrined into law the rules of this land than for shitty bumblefuck incest-ridden dumbfuck lowest in the country education states like Alabama to habitually censor the existence of gay people on their public television? What an incredible testament to the ingenuity of our system. Fascinating. Thank you, No Bullshit, for your civics lesson. I really appreciate it.
That means each state has autonomy, while also being part of the U.S. federally
Oh my fucking God.
at the same time. And this also
How do people watch this? Even if you're as stupid as he is, this has to come off patronizing.
means that it's not always going to be about the numbers or the most popular vote thing. It's not about which state has the most people either. No, each area, no matter how populous, they get a great amount of control of their land and their designated spaces. And this is also another good time to point out the
What the fuck is he talking about? Nobody is saying it was illegal. Nobody. Just that it was bad. Things can be bad without being illegal. You complain about shit being bad on your channel all the time. In fact, if I go to your channel right now... Here, wait, we can do this really quickly for your content, okay? This takes very little brain power of mine. Okay, let's do it, okay? Aladdin's casting controversy. In the United States of America, the founding fathers allowed movie directors to cast whoever they want. Kamala Harris pushes gender pay gap lie. Well, in the United States of America, our First Amendment allows politicians to say what they like on the trail. Burger King gets woke and political again. I know this is about the milkshake thing. Well, in the United States of America, this actually happened in Scotland, but it doesn't matter. In the United States of America, fast food corporations can make whatever Twitter post they want. That's the First Amendment right. Woke Batwoman trailer goes full SJW. Well, in the United States of America, like, why? All right, no bullshit. You got me. If you don't want to be a hypocrite, though, you should probably start complaining about the shit that's illegal. Because I see all of your videos here, and you produce them with astonishing regularity. No bullshit. It's almost as though you put no thought whatsoever into the things you say or put out there. In all of the videos that you put out, you're pretty generally complaining about cultural things that don't really have a basis in law. So I don't know why you would turn around and talk about this as though this is a legal issue.
Electoral college system and why it works best for electing our country's presidents. You see, if it was up to the progressives and liberal SJWs,
he always says this: liberal SJW libcuck leftists. He is like all of them mean the same thing, and he has to say them all in a row, or the gypsy curse on his family kills him.
they would have things go with a popular vote ruled by the majority, and this would inevitably lead to the whole country being run by Democratic presidents.
How did we get here? He opened up this video. What the fuck was he rambling about at the beginning? What are we at, 8:50? Yeah, he started talking about abortion, states' rights, and marijuana. And now at the end of the video, he's talking about how abolishing the Electoral College is bad. Do you think... Wait, maybe this is part of his intro and outro. Do you think he does this for every video? Like, for every video on his channel, he opens up complaining about weed, and then at the end of the video, he complains about the Electoral College. I'll never know.
Until the end of time. And also, it would lead to the big left-wing states like California and New York. Well, they would certainly want to impose their regressive ways onto little, less populated states like Alabama.
Oh, poor Alabama. Oh, no, California might... So somehow by... So let's follow this. By abolishing the Electoral College, California would be able to supersede the states' rights of Alabama and regressively force them to not censor media that contains gay people. Regressively. Fascinating. Got a lot of words in there.
Fortunately, though, for the South and the country, we have these regional rules and states' rights, because otherwise we would all be sanctuary city shitholes like Los Angeles or San Francisco.
Wait. I thought, earlier he said that sanctuary cities were these small cities where like the city collectively decided to protect undocumented immigrants from the federal government. Los Angeles and San Francisco, two of the largest, most populous, most economically prosperous, diverse, culturally productive, internationally known cities on the face of the planet. All right. I mean, whatever you say. I lived in Los Angeles for 21 straight years. I wasn't aware of the fact that the 2.5 million people in that city lived within a jurisdiction that collectively said "fuck you" to the federal government and started like protecting undocumented immigrants there. But it's always good to learn more about my community from people like No Bullshit.
Instead, though, we have separation, so despite California wanting to shut down Alabama and force them into democratic policies they don't believe in...
What? I have no idea.
Well, fortunately for them and us, Alabama instead has a say over its own rights and rules, and they have a right to make their own laws and pave the way for their own destiny. What do you guys think? Should Alabama be able to choose?
Get them titties in there. So this has been cool and fun. So two important things to note. For one, No Bullshit is not, we talked about abortion the other day. No Bullshit does not fit my definition of personhood. So I don't think like it would be in any way, like anything physically that happens to him, or to his property. Like, I don't think he's granted any philosophical protections whatsoever. Okay. I'm just letting you know, like, he falls short of my definition. Whatever definitions build up a person to me, he is somewhere outside of them. For two, as pathetically stupid as No Bullshit is, and I'm quite sincere in this, as overwhelmingly, inconceivably stupid as No Bullshit is, don't be lured into the idea that the product that his YouTube channel is a product exclusively of stupidity. He knows that he is lying, okay? There is no such thing as a fascist so stupid that they don't recognize what they're saying is bullshit. He knows perfectly goddamn well that there is a massive hypocrisy between him complaining about California's policies and bitching and moaning that they'll be the end of the union, and then going ahead and saying Alabama is free to do whatever they want because of states' rights. He knows this, okay? Don't think he's just stupid. He is, though. Don't think he's just subhumanly fucking brain dead, even though he is. Recognize the fact that he is both of these things, and also a massive fucking liar. And while I'm here, because everyone Googles the name, okay? No bullshit. If you ever have the chance, okay? Listen, you debated My Child Destiny already, okay? You've Stephen Benelli, all right? That was fun. We've all watched that YouTube video, okay? Come take a shot with me, all right? I'll be much less polite. It'll be fun, all right? Seriously, though, no bullshit. If you ever do see this, you really are a subhuman piece of shit. Like, you're really just dirt beneath my feet. If you ever want to talk to me on my channel, we can do it on your channel. In fact, we could do it on the Kill stream. I don't really care. I don't know. I know you don't care who you mingle with. So yeah, you probably say no because you're much larger than me. But I can hope. But I can dream. And I will dream. All right. That was super fun. How much fun did we have? You're so dumb, bro. Oh, man. Oh. Let's catch up with super chats. I have the music. I have the music from Dead Cell stuck in my head. God damn, that shit is catchy. What would you do if you had a kid grow up to be like No BS? Oh, I would what do they call when you legally excise a child from your family? Unquestionably. Yeah, no, not nah. No. Not a fucking chance.
Disown.
Yeah, disown. Yeah. I don't know how that slipped my mind. So, first off, new subscribers. Guys, did you know you can subscribe to my new website, vosh.gg? I bet you didn't. Bailey, GK, and Vander, thank you both so fucking much for the subscription. I really, really do appreciate it. It warms the cockles of my heart, okay? Let me go over these here donations, all right? Do. Ciantius with the $1. Still doing Praxis, comrade. We're baking the bread, if you know what I mean. It's my birthday today, too. Happy birthday, Ciantius. Seriously, happy birthday. I'm delighted to hear. I hope you have a good day. I'd Willie with $1. Hey, Vosh, bash the bullshit shadows. I'm doing my best. Wandering Wisp with $1. Thank you. Michael Bell with the $5. Wood. I've got it. Laurent Quinton with the €5. This is why we need the state to send such people in re-education camps. For no bullshit. I'm not authoritarian, but for no bullshit, I honestly can't disagree. Honestly. Rachel Morris with the $2. Alabama will get the bullet in the revolution. Are you implying that I support political violence? I don't know why you would imply that, because I totally, definitely don't. Creative Nothing with the $5. The abortion ban combined with reinforcing heterosexuality in children is a plan by Alabama lawmakers to force up the birth rates. I don't particularly care why they're doing it, to be perfectly honest. The fucking breeders can go die in a hole for all I care. But thank you. Trotsky is dummy thick with the $5. Dude, that fursona looking like Minotaur's wimpy little brother. It really is a very weak fursona, isn't it? It is very sad looking. Just a pithy man in a little like plaid shirt crossing his arms with a bull's head photoshopped on crudely. There's no artistry in it. It doesn't look impressive or interesting. Straight people. Mr. Baker's Dozen 2020 with the $5. I'm a massive fan. Here you go, comrade. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm a fan of you. Michael Bell with the $10. Thanks. That's incredibly generous of you. Creative Nothing with the $5. Fun fact, Steven Crowder voiced the Arthur character Brain when he was a teenager. Ironic considering a brain is the one thing he lacks. Really? Did Steven Crowder used to do voice work? It's actually pretty fucking stupid. Kill me. Joe Finberg with the $2. Alabama is effectively run by Christian fascists. Agree. Sato with the $1. Thank you. Master Moose TV with the $1. White Nervosa muted me for saying yikes, nigga. Can you chill with the moral outrage, please? White Nervosa, it's okay. Soft A is okay. You can unmute Master Moose TV, all right? If I say nigga on my stream, then he's... Michael Bell with the $5. Thank you so much. You're being incredibly generous. Money where the mouth is. Right down here at the crotch level. Eyed Willie with the $1. Toasted no BS like you were going to put butter on him. There is no toasting no BS. There's nothing there to toast. He is ephemeral. You can't really debunk a position that doesn't exist, you know? Jacob Riddle with the $5. Please call my friend Fletcher a piece of shit. It's his dying wish. Fletcher, you're a massive piece of shit. You should go fuck yourself. I got you. I got you. Oh, man. Fyodorev's Yuldashev with the $5. I really don't understand how Alabama sees gay marriage inappropriate, but not straight marriage. Not that any of them are inappropriate. Fyodorev's Yuldashev, it's actually extremely simple. They hate gay people. That's it. They just don't like gay people. They think they're gross. The disgust response in conservatives is much more pronounced than it is in liberals. That's actually a fact. There was a study done on it, okay? Well, they just feel things are gross, and then they just think that it's bad because it's gross. That's pretty much that's what they're limited to, cognitively. Dre J with the $5. My old name was Drew James. Welcome back. I'm still here to send you hearts and money. Can you explain what the different tiers of subscription do? Literally nothing right now except change the color of your name in chat. I'm going to work on further cementing the monetization options. The website is less than a month old at this point. It's still very much a work in progress. So I'll be fiddling that with time. Probably stuff like Discord roles or maybe exclusivity. I don't really know. I don't want to make any promises, you know? Thank you. Hideyoshi Lakan with the $2.79 Canadian. I really do appreciate your work. Thanks. Thank you. You know what? It's a labor of love. And finally, Elchingon 12346 with the $2. Let's have big icky bear sex and send it to no BS. Unfortunately, given my experience in dealing with these types of people, no bullshit's behavior is probably a product of him repressing his own homosexual tendencies. All right. So that was pretty fun. People have been asking for me to do no bullshit for a while, so I had to get around to it eventually, okay? Let's, please, God, get this shit off my fucking shit. Get it out of here. Woo! Would you agree that it's not Game of Thrones argument is ageist? Because the idea that the show is inherently inferior because it's made for children? It's not just ageist. It doesn't logically follow. The idea that state censorship is irrelevant if the programming was directed as children it's not an argument. It's not sound. It doesn't follow. The premise doesn't lead to the conclusion. It doesn't really matter if it's ageist because it would be like saying lollipops shouldn't be allowed in aquariums because kids use them. It can't be ageist because it doesn't even follow. There's nothing there, okay? It's ephemeral. Okay, listen. Up next, I got something a little bit different, all right? This is something... Whoa! I just get it out!
It's completely
Stop!
in places
No, I misclicked! That was dangerous. You gotta limit your exposure to no bullshit, okay? Whew! That one. Oh, fuck. That one nearly got me. Yeah, and for something completely different, we're gonna watch the same video again at half
Most of the
speed.
United States, and it's completely prohibited in places like Nebraska, South Dakota, and Idaho. So I bet States, and it's completely prohibited in places like Nebraska, South Dakota, and Idaho. So I better not hear anyone from those three states complain about Alabama trying to save the
like
lives
this shit? This is what my dreams are going to be
unborn
tonight.
babies, while they themselves still send teens to jail and ruin their lives over just having a gram of kush.
All right, for real though. Let me change the name of my thing. Actually fucking end my life. I've been wanting to do like a big meta stream. A big meta stream on toxic masculinity as a concept. Because toxic masculinity is something that I that I also like experience to an extent. Like there's no way that I can't. You guys know my bent, my like how I fucking act, my shtick. You know that there's like some dude shit going on in there, right? And you know what? I like who I am and I like how I act, and I'm fine with that. But there are so many people out there who think that like toxic masculinity as a concept means that you're critiquing like masculinity flatly. That like maleness or masculine behavior in its totality is being attacked, which is very stupid. And I often feel like when I do we have an F? Are we un-F'd? We're un-F'd now. Cool. So I very often feel like when I'm talking to like Zoomer fucking dipshit reactionary YouTubers, their complaints about toxic masculinity are completely disingenuous, you know? Like, to be perfectly honest, okay? Like, I just don't think I can care about like Hunter Avalon's perspective on how people are silencing his masculinity and telling him to be less masculine. I'm gonna be honest with you folks. There's nothing wrong with how Hunter Avalon looks, you know. He's actually rather cute when he's not like this. But is this art? Was this painted? I think it was. No, it wasn't. Was this just a filter? His ear is really weirdly low on his head. Is it like that in everything? Oh, it is. Interesting. What an odd ear placement. Well, whatever the case is. When I see this from Zoomers, I don't, like, it doesn't come off as sincere, okay? But when Boomers are complaining about this shit, I get the feeling that they're actually struggling to, like, choke back tears because the glorious America that they grew up with is dying, and they're watching it die, and they're sobbing over the corpse, even though all that really happened is that, like, gay and trans people exist now. So with that being said, let's listen to some Boomer shit.
So, America.
Oh, fuck, I still have it at half speed. I didn't think that sounded right. Maybe we should watch on a half speed. Quick vote in chat. Half speed or full speed? Come on. Give me your input. Can drag me out for the fucking... Not the 10-minute and 3-second 2 pre-roll ads. I'll get the fucking 10 hours and 3 minutes 18 pre-roll. I'm getting a lot of people saying half and 1/4 speed, and I'm actually going to tell these people to go fucking off themselves. So we can not do that. All right, let's do it. Let's get some Boomer shit.
So, America, what are you doing to boys?
This is pretty quiet. Let me turn this shit up. Zoop! Zoop! Boop!
What are you doing?
Oh no! Oh no, it's a fucking Viking LARPer. Oh no. Oh, that wasn't an American accent at all. What are you doing to your boys? All right, we can do it. Let's do it. Viking LARPers, me. Oh, God. Ah! All right. Just so you know, I have the exact same level of, like, respect and credence to these people that I would to, like, a fucking Japanese person wandering out into, like, the wooded fucking hills of his hometown, donned in nothing but, like, cardboard samurai armor with the fucking the fucking penny arcade cardboard tube, talking about how he wants to reconnect with the Bushido code, okay? This is about what I give.
And it's also about bushcraft and...
What the fuck is it with you and accents? Listen, D-King, okay? Listen the fuck up. You want to know my problem with accents? My problem with accents is that YouTube is a predominantly, at least per capita, American site. In terms of the content and the people who watch it, it is by and large dictated to a American English-speaking audience, okay? However, in spite of this, fucking 90% of the dipshit fucking demagogues I have to listen to have some variation of disgusting fucking Britbonger accent, okay? I'm tired. I'm tired of fucking Sargon of Akkad. I'm tired. I'm tired of fucking Paul Joseph Watson. I'm tired of people giving credence to these guys just because of their fucking accents. I have unironically fucking read people say, hey, I finally came out of my conservative haze and I realized Sargon of Akkad only sounded smart because of his British fucking accent. Nothing disgusts me more than the fake trappings of intellectual authority coming from the fucking resonance of a person's vocal cords, okay? Nobody would tell me I sound smart just because of my fucking, like, West Coast accent, okay? Nobody would do that, all right? Instead, people say I'm smart because I'm incredibly handsome and make good points, all right? But nobody would give me that kind of false credence. I am really sick and tired of accents being given additional credence by reactionaries in the West who speak English because they think it makes people sound fancy pants, okay? I'm done. I'm done. And it's not just fucking reactionaries too, okay? I'm looking at you, Three Arrows. I'm looking at you, H-Bomber guy. I'm looking at you, Sean and Jen. I've got my fucking eyes on you people, okay? America is taking it back. We're taking the internet back. We're taking YouTube back. I am unapologetically American. You know what? I don't have a West Coast accent. I have no accent. Americans have no accent, or at least I specifically don't, and other people do, all right? We're bringing it back. The cultural relativism just got turned up 10 feet higher, and we are going to watch this video, and I am going to make comments about this man's accent, and to those of you who get angry about it, you can leave the stream, but not before you subscribe to me on Vosh.gg and give me money either through PayPal or by entering your credit card info, or you can use Streamlabs if you would prefer, but then when you're done with that, you're free to leave. Get out of here. Don't look back. This fucking page is too American for you, okay? Get him out of here.
You know, we have been talking.
My ears are ringing from that shouting and I can't hear what he's saying. He hasn't even said anything like that bad yet. Just like the level of boomer here. I feel like it's natural that in this day of interconnectedness that people should be ashamed to be a boomer. Not to be old, but to be a boomer, okay? I feel like this is something somebody should be like a little bit like personally ashamed of. Yeah, how fucking quiet is this dude? Holy shit. All right, I'll kick up the gain even further. Tell me if this is good, okay? Holy fucking shit.
But some people do, okay? That worries me. It worries me that young people
Is this just gonna be me laughing at him?
are watching this, and men are being conditioned.
What?
Because
To do
they-
what? In what way? What? We're 3.5 minutes in? What? What?
They're being told constantly, several hours every day, how a man should look and behave and so on, and the women as well,
Yeah, TV invented telling men and women how to look and behave.
and the girls, and the boys.
He made a new take? Was that take so good he had to preserve it and make a new one? Are you really telling me the quality of fucking dialogue here is so high that it needs to be maintained by making separate cuts? That this isn't just stream of consciousness? I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Where is it? Where's my gun? Where is it? Where's my gun? Where is it? I'm gonna eat
What
M&M's
was
until I
that
die.
TV show?
No, I'm
The
not.
Bachelorette.
He's just complaining about The Bachelor and Bachelorette.
That was one of them. It's okay to watch, like,
That was literally a take. The Bachelor and the Bachelorette. New take. Oh, man.
Netflix.
All right, we've all suffered enough. I'm bringing this back up to normal speed, okay? For my fans. Hey! In what way? Boomer! Speak! Please! I already chose this video. I chose it by the title alone. Please. Please. What the fuck is he talking about? The Bachelor and the Bachelorette being politically correct? It's like it's the fucking exemplification of like shitty fucking like old world regressive ideas about gender and courting. This is what's going to make you politically correct and then the bitches won't fuck you? First of all, I really do not think the Bachelor and the Bachelorette are politically correct in any respect, okay? They're really not. It is the most normie fucking breeder shit I have ever subjected myself to because of my fucking girlfriend, this stupid femoid, her primitive fucking reptile hypergamy brain, enjoying
Funny how embarrassing.
enjoying The Bachelor, and I just want to spend time with her. So I watch it, and it's nothing. And a second point. I'm pretty PC. I get laid like crazy. What's your argument for that? I guess maybe his argument would be that I don't sleep with like real women. I sleep with like corrupted degen femoids and also like a bunch of dudes and also dudes who think they're girls. We call them trans women. So I don't really know what his response would be there, but I'm doing all right. Thanks. I've never actually, because I have, fucked like not super lib cucky girls, straight girls. And I've never been like, yeah, I'm pretty progressive. And then they clamped around me and got really dry, and I had to like pull out, and it was like pulling my dick out of a tight ring of sandpaper. That's never actually happened to me. Like in The Bachelor, the super gender segregated show where all the dudes that come on there are like ripped athletes and models and fucking what the fuck are you going on about?
Obviously. Shouldn't come as a surprise again.
Boomer wisdom takes 5 minutes to say, women like it when you act like a man and not like a woman. Boomer wisdom. Thank you. What? Is this a thing that's being done? I live in California. I talk with men every day. Is that a thing that's happening? Are we getting like fucking throat implants, Vocaloid shit? Are there fucking dudes looking like me wandering around like, hey? Like, oh wait, are we all doing voice What is he talking about? Is he talking about gay voice, like the gay lisp thing? Is that it? Because the people who do that aren't trying to attract women. It's okay. Trust me, Boomer Man. The people who are doing the gay voice are probably not having much trouble getting laid, okay? I know LA gay hookup culture, all right? They're doing great. They're right now, the person you're thinking of in your head, the person in California who you saw do like a gay lisp, I assume that's what you're referring to, that person right now is airtight, okay? That person is airtight. If they had a gassy stomach, if they had a fucking brap, they would have to wait, okay? Because there's no way, there's no extra room for that air to escape, okay? They're doing fine. They don't need your help on how to get laid. But thank you.
What's that about? Virtue signaling.
It's actually really weird to hear like, what is this guy, like 45, 50 maybe? To hear like old dudes whine like boomers, but then they invoke like modern reactionary fucking anti-SJW rhetoric. That's really weird because it makes me wonder, like, that language exists pretty much exclusively in like online Discord, like the virtue signaling thing. This is like a Gamergate era kind of accusation. So what kind of shit has this guy been consuming in between his loving hikes out to the woods to go fuck mooses? Moose, I think is the plural, right? What has he been like watching that's given him that lingo, you know? Maybe you should get off your phone, Boomer.
Move to they are trying to
It's Meese.
make themselves appear more attractive actually towards females, But
Is he not talking about the gay lisp? Is he talking about people he assumes is straight doing like? I can't imagine what he's saying.
I signal
So in California and New York, there are straight men who elevate the pitch of their voice to indicate to females that they are virtuous and have all the right opinions and so on. I mean, it's about as convincing as pretty much every Evo Psych argument I've ever heard. So yeah. 6 minutes and 45 seconds in, the Bachelor and Bachelorette, they're conditioning and brainwashing you, man. And women like it when men act like men. That's what it's taken him 7 minutes to get to the point on. Holy shit. By the way, I really think you need to be able to provide some sort of certificate on you being like a womanizer in order for you as a straight dude to talk about what women want, okay? Listen, I can talk expertly on what pretty much every group of human beings is sexually interested in, except for lesbians, all right? I can't. I hope they're having fun over there, all right? But everyone else, I've got the fucking moves, okay? I know the 12 hand signs to make a person come at 30 yards, okay? I know my shit. What the fuck is this guy, this ancient, scraggly fucking wizard wandering the woods to LARP out his fucking Viking fantasies? Is this the human that we should be trusting for advice on how to interact with women? Jesus fucking Christ. Like, this isn't even like a progressive, like, leftist take or whatever. I just think that it's really fucking sad when you're doing the actual equivalent of LARPing, except probably more racist, and you're out there in the woods whining about, like, modern television, and then telling your presumably younger audience what it is women are interested in, okay? I've got my fucking, like, the punch card on the refrigerator, like slam 100 cunts and you get your 101st one free, okay? I've got my fucking certification, all right? Where the fuck are you at, dude? I can show it. My left foot is still juicy. What about you? I bet your left foot is incredibly dry in this video, you sexless fucking freak. Okay. What? We can do this forever. Actually, raising children? Pfft, what am I, a fucking femoid cunt? No, I would rather be out there providing and fucking my 18 mistresses. I don't give a fuck how my children turn out, as long as they look up to me in a weird, idealistic, distanced, almost. It's so stupid. Almost parasocial sense. Really, honestly, as long as my life consists entirely of trying to fill the empty void in my stomach that tells me I'm pursuing meaningless, vain, egoistic conquests and not actually working on myself as a person, I'd say I'm nailing this manhood thing. We can make this argument back and forth forever. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I don't think that taking care of your children is especially manly. I think it just makes you a good person. I don't think it's a gender thing.
it's the most manly thing you can do, actually.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
And
I'm manlier than this dude. Get him out of here.
bas-
I don't LARP. I shave the sides of my head. I can grow a beard right here. Notice his patchy shit? Notice that shit going on right there? This shit? I got the patchy shit right here. I guarantee you my cock is more elephantine, you know? In all 4 dimensions, okay? Not only longer, thicker, stronger, harder, faster, shoots bigger, loads farther. I guarantee you it goes further up into my taint, okay? My asshole has a fucking cleft back to it because my penis extends so far back into my own body, okay? It's like a fucking seesaw that I'm constantly sitting on, all right? I cannot listen.
basically just doing what you want. That's so.
Wait.
people- basically just doing what you want.
Wait, the most manly thing is doing what you want, but you're still prescribing what other... Listen, it's not very manly if you raise your voice and virtue signal and tell women you've got opinions on stuff. What really is manly is doing what you want to do. Okay? Ugh. Jesus Christ. This video was entitled Toxic Masculinity, Virtue Signaling, and Stupid TV Shows, and he didn't discuss any of them. There was no discussion here. What the fuck? It actually, this shit makes me want to go full fucking Stalinist. Democracy failed. The fact that people can watch this and think this is anything other than an indication of his senility, anything other than an indication that his children need to have him fucking homed, is fucking disgusting to me. I can't believe people, even if there was someone who had all of my opinions and agreed with me on everything, and they went ahead and made a fucking video like this, I would still want them dead. Jesus Christ! What are people saying about this shit? Your accent is You come across as a wise Uncle Iroh character who I can learn at I'm gonna kill myself. Uncle Iroh from one of the literal fucking best animated shows ever. Uncle Iroh, a beloved character who moved the hearts of fucking millions, who drove us all to tears with the Tales of Ba Sing Se episode, whose fucking voice actor died and the world wept. Every flag across America hung at half-mast when the voice actor for this character died. This phenomenal fucking character, this legend, and this dipshit dares compare this senile fucking subhuman dipshit to Uncle Iroh. I'm doing it. This is the last stream, folks. This is it. I'm good after this one. I'm good. I'm out of here. I don't know if I'm going up, down, or nowhere, but I'm going somewhere after this one. Oh, Christ. Why do people keep calling him brother? Is he black? Are they trying to do like the fucking Nordfolk Nazi shit? Everyone's like brother in blood? I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. Christ. Let me get some water, and we'll keep going. Fucking needy ass girlfriend. Oh god, boomers get me fucking furious. I can't believe that stupid piece of shit compared him to Uncle Iroh. Oh my god. Holy shit, that's so fucking bad. Listen. Normally I try to refrain from like just repping my own media interests when I'm doing otherwise political content. But to those of you who haven't seen it, Avatar: The Last Airbender is unironically like a fucking classic. It's a phenomenal. It's almost transcendentally good. Legend of Korra is pretty good. Season 2 is pretty not good. But like everyone should watch this. You know, it's like everything. It's basically like oh god, like everyone likes Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood because it's like the archetypical like a plucky young kid runs around the world making friends before leading a revolution against an evil government kind of thing. You know, it's always like that's kind of like the archetype, and everyone likes that archetype because it like mimics the French Revolution conceptually, and we all like that liberal juice pumping through our blood. But I would say The Last Airbender is like beyond the fucking pale. It's so fucking good. I should rewatch it soon. Hey, babe. Would you be down for a rewatch? Yeah,
I want to rewatch this. And I really want to rewatch Breaking Bad.
Yeah, we rewatched all of Korra, right? Yeah, we did.
Yes. Because I remember being confused that people were shipping Coruscant because it didn't feel like anything.
Yeah, and remember, and I said season 2 was really bad, and we watched it was only like kind of bad, not super bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, God. Watch Hunter x Hunter? Yeah, maybe. Oh, God. All right. Let me catch up with chat real quick, huh? Anyway, yeah, sorry for the distraction. Dre J with the $2. Despite your ambiguity, my love for you is still. And then another $2. Undying. P.S. I'm rock hard. Thank you for the $4, comrade. I really appreciate it. Look, maintain that erection, okay? Have you seen Devilman Crybaby, though? Yeah, of course, twice. Vosh, Avatar is an anime, yes. It was produced by Westerners, but it's very much in the style of anime, so I consider it one. Zeloff with the $2. I love you too, buddy. The Azuki with the $5. Have you seen the gamers trademark get upset when Atlas removes some transphobic crap from the Catherine game? No, I hadn't heard about the Catherine scandal. Is the Catherine game that weird anime game where there are the two girls and one of them is like slutty and crazy and the other one is uptight and the guy has to choose, but the guy's a fucking idiot? I haven't heard anything about like transphobic crap being removed, but I'm glad that they got mad. Ariaxa with the $1. Here's my contribution to the get a better fucking internet connection, you cheap scumfun. I literally have the best fucking internet service plan that I can get where I live. I live out in the fucking boonies, dude. I'm surrounded by redwoods. I do as well as I can, all right? Flevier with the $5. Thank you. So I went to Comic-Con today. By the way, if you're curious, the cosplay I did, I asked you to choose between. I posted them in #Weeb, but there wasn't much cool to buy, so have some money, Vosh-sama. No! Flevier, I hope you had a good time. I love you, buddy. Thank you for the $5. Pow Pow Giraffe with the $5. Thank you so much. And Steak with the $5. Fuck 'em up. Feed you! Doing my best. Dre J with the $5. Do you know which VOD has your take on the Liz Wheeler California sex ed video? I need to show it to a semi-reactionary friend of mine. I don't recall if I ever did a Liz Wheeler California sex ed video. I'm sorry, I can't help you out. Maybe check my Discord. They care more about me than I do. Gene G with the $2. Rip Vosh. Yeah, I'm dead after this. Creative Nothing with the $2. The Golden One's grandpa is very wise. Fuck off. Mr. E with the $2. Shout out to my peeps in the cheap seats. Vosh, you and Chad have been cracking me the fuck up with a pointless triple generator. Glad y'all are having a good time. Jonesy Jones with the $2. You're our Uncle Iroh? Please, don't flatter me. I wish. Listen, Uncle Iroh is an unironically phenomenal character and should be an inspiration to us all. I am very much of the belief that we should I know it sounds cringy. We should try to take genuine inspiration from characters, whether they be factual or fictitious, and try and live up to their model. Not like vague shit like Goku taught me to stand by my friends or some dumb shit like that. But Uncle Iroh's like passive optimism in the face of like incredible adversity is something I think we can all get behind. Also his incredible kindness. Hideyoshi Lacan with the $7 Canadian. What are your thoughts on postmodernist critiques of identity politics? I agree with them. In fact, I often issue postmodernist critiques of identity politics because I don't like the idea that people are assigning themselves group identities rather than individual ones. However, I recognize that identity politics is or at least a recognition of them, is a necessary way of fighting back against identity politics-based oppression, so in the meantime, I'm holding it over. But I do make those criticisms, and I appreciate the question. And the money. Thank you. Quo Hime with the $2. Have you seen Madoka Magica? It's good. Yes, I've seen Madoka Magica. Rachel Morris with the $2. Watch Dennis Prager, God is a He. Wow, it's bad. I have watched it. Actually, it's been a while. You guys want to do a fucking PragerU video? How does that sound? PragerU? Who? Who? We can do the God is a He one, because this one's pretty fun. Ariaxa with the $1. Not excusing traditionalist.
End stream.
Why?
Oh, I don't know. Someone said it.
Don't fucking make me panic. Jesus. What, like if I show nudity or something? I don't know. I've fucked up before. Ariaxa with the $1. Not excusing traditionalist boomer shit, but for us Europeans, especially us Northerners, American culture and media/TV landscape looks like an alien, hyperactive, individualist consumer hellscape. Ariaxa, I completely agree. You're not going to see me defending TV culture, but that doesn't mean any old fucking boomer can waltz in and give dog shit reactionary takes in it without getting criticism from me. Housei with the $5. When you argue that corporations that have the right to censor according to their TOS, you are unironically cheerleading for corporate. Ooh! Someone donated a challenge to me. Normally, I advocate against corporate power, but as long as I live in a system where corporate power controls an enormous portion of my life, I am in favor of some small, comparatively irrelevant aspect of that corporate power being used to deplatform Nazis. If we want to get rid of corporate power altogether, be my guest. But as long as it's going to stick around, I'll take the one or two parts of it that actually serve the interests of humanity. It's ridiculous. Like if corporate power is 99% oppression and 1% investors wanting to deplatform Nazis to make their shit more palatable to a broad audience, and people are arguing to remove only the good 1%, I will defend the good 1%. Chaos Law with the $5. So if you decide which atheism is unstoppable video you want to respond to, I haven't decided I want to respond to any of them. They're so bad. But I will, eventually. Maybe tomorrow. Brandon Sandberg with the $2. Can you do the Mike Rowe one? I think I already have done the Mike Rowe one on stream. And finally, Pax Parallax with the $2. Thank the gods you're back. Keep up the good practice. I stream like 5 nights a week, you know? So what was I saying? Oh yeah, one last thing. And then we get to the PragerU. This is going to be a good one, okay? This one is more silly than anything. With that being said, Arthur, Master Moose TV, and Consumerist Scum, thank you all so much for subscribing. Master Moose TV, I'm glad my N-word-based advocacy strategy has warmed the cockles of your heart. I love you, buddy. I love all of you. You're beautiful to me, and so generous. I really appreciate it. Let's keep it going, huh? Dun 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 dun. Boom. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Now there is a newer PragerU video that we could go over. Why don't you support Israel? But I don't want it. Discipline equals freedom.
There are no shortcuts.
Holy shit! Wow, somebody had a lot of fun creating this wacky character in the fucking Fallout New Vegas character customization engine. Wow! Oh man, it's gonna be hard for me not to go full fucking ableist on this guy. Hey, can we clip this for an emote? Wow, boy, this guy, this is our Grug emote. This is our Grug emote. Wow, this is a real person. Wow. Okay. I didn't expect that. I thought I was going to do the God is a He video. But now we have to do this. Okay. Oh, right. I had the gain pumped up super loud. No wonder it scared y'all. Oh, man. Man, oh, man. Oh. Wow. I needed that. 1 second. He's just like every Army General character in a 3D animated kids film. He really looks like it, doesn't it? Hold on, let me change the... One moment. Okay, can we develop some lore in this video? Okay, listen. Here's my theory, okay? All right, listen. Here's my theory, all right? So, Grug over here, I don't care what his real name is. Grug over here was frozen in a block of ice in the Atlantic Sea, okay? And due to a combination of global warming and a foreign object smacking against the glaciatic ice shelf that he was frozen within, he got broken off into the open sea and began to thaw. Thankfully, the corpse of a polar bear was there for him to float on the skeletal structure of and like the rotten meat, and he was able to... he was able to eventually fly back to the mainland by riding one of the vultures that came to pick away at the polar bear. Okay, unfortunately, the foreign object that hit the glaciatic shelf he was frozen within was a smartphone that had one video saved on it. Okay, and it was a Steven Crowder. And it was a Steven Crowder video, okay, on the regressive left or something. So that's pretty much what we have today. All right, Grug is about to smash his way into our hearts.
There are no shortcuts. There are no hacks.
Why is he talking to me like this? Holy shit! Look at his lips. Look at how he enunciates.
There are no shortcuts. There are no hacks.
Life is suffering, fool!
If you want to take the
Oh my god, of course he's a Navy SEAL. Jocko Willink? Jocko? Jocko? All right. Jocko, codename Grug of Navy SEALs. Let's do it. Host of the Jocko podcast. Wait. Jocko podcast, leadership and discipline.
This is Jocko Podcast number 178 with Echo Charles and me, Jocko Willink. Good evening, Echo.
Good evening.
Honorable mother and father, the difficulty of the journey you made to see me was clearly evident in your disheveled hair and in the hollows, heart and soul, regardless of life or death.
Is this poetry reading?
Thinking, are you really that happy that you don't have a girlfriend? And if you are that happy that you don't have a girlfriend,
his face
they
has so
kept
many
you
wrinkles.
in lockdown, right?
His body is so big.
They kept you in a serious lockdown.
Yes.
Because
When we start eating human meat, okay, this is the shit I want. This is some fucking tenderloin shit right here. This is some prime fucking New York steak shit. This guy's forearms.
remember, I mean, when you're a boy, when you're 10 years old, when you're 11 years old, 12 years old, like you're already looking at girls like, oh, I want to hang out with that. We make sacrifices to preserve our culture because our way of life offers something that...
Is he struggling to read? Okay, that's enough. Why is it black and white? Is it true Jocko sleeps with a pillow under his gun? What is it? No, it's... Okay, we gotta focus.
Easy road, I promise you, it's longer and more painful than the hard road. I know. I've lived it. I've ventured down the easy road at times in my life, and it never led to anywhere good. The positive things in my life always came when I faced the biggest challenges. I joined the Navy. I took the hard road in the Navy and made it into the SEAL teams. There, I had the honor of leading men in combat. I learned some lessons along the way, lessons that have been tested on...
Oh, shit. Fuck me. I'm just a millennial. I can't handle that many lessons coming at me that fast.
...the battlefield, and when implemented...
What the fuck? Listen, how can people like this unironically complain about people using the term toxic masculinity? Listen up, you piece of shit! Life is hard! Here are some lessons! I shoot them!
lead to success in any arena. One of the best things I've learned...
He barely fits in this suit. Listen, respect to people taking care of their bodies. I know this guy juices. There's no way someone who looks like this doesn't fucking juice. But respect to someone who lifts.
is that anyone has what it takes to travel the hard road, to walk the path.
Does anyone think he looks a little bit like Tyler One? I can't be the only one thinking this. I can't be the only one thinking there's some similarity. Somewhere. An aborted child that somehow survived, perhaps. We may never know.
That leads to success. That includes you. It won't be easy. It will demand everything you've got to give, but you can do it.
Wow, thanks, dude. I appreciate it. I've actually put a lot of work into my like YouTube startups and shit. Like I work pretty hard actually. Thank you. I'm doing my best. You approve of what I do, right? Because I work hard. Another podcast dude DM me on Twitter asking to do some podcast shit with me. That's pretty cool, right? I don't know.
And I want to give you 3 key principles I've learned that will help you to get it done.
Fucking DJ Khaled coming in hot.
Principle number 1, discipline equals freedom.
Okay.
That's not a contradiction. It's an equation.
Why does he have to talk like this to me? Why does he have to talk like this to me? He wasn't a fucking drill sergeant, was he? He's a Navy SEAL.
Discipline might appear to be the opposite of freedom, but in fact, discipline is the path to freedom. Discipline is the driver of daily execution. Discipline defeats the infinite excuses that hold you back.
See, in addition to this being hilarious, I actually agree with literally everything that he's said so far. I am a firm believer in like the ethics of hard work, of discipline, of constant struggle. I do admire this. The problem is I know this is being like used to feed into a narrative that don't complain about society, don't complain about the fact that one medical expense could ruin your entire life. If you just worked hard enough, everything would be fine. If things aren't fine, it's because you haven't worked hard enough. That's the problem I have with this, because that's what he's selling. It's their way of like pitching this like this incredibly like apathetic disillusion, don't complain about the way things are even as they get worse mentality. But like principally the idea that people should be disciplined, that discipline leads to a better life, and that discipline can lead to you having more freedom, because usually we're just slaves to our immediate sense of comfort, which doesn't lead to greater like happiness in the future. I agree with that.
Some people think motivation is what will compel them to get things done. But motivation is just an emotion, a feeling. And like all feelings, it's fickle.
As opposed to discipline, which is a fact.
It comes and goes. You can't count on motivation to be there when you need to get through truly challenging times. But you can count on discipline. Discipline is something you dictate.
Man, they're really like fucking it up with these graphics here today. That shit swiveled and then it was 3D.
Motivation won't make you exercise every day. Discipline will. Motivation won't stay up late and finish a project for you. Discipline will. Motivation isn't going to get you out of bed in the morning. Discipline will.
You guys know the... What is it? What is it, Reddit? Isn't it Get Motivated? Get Motivated, this massive subreddit, and it's so fucking cringy, and it's literally just people making image macros of like, you can do it. The first 87 times you fail. Like, here, wait, all time. It's all like motivation porn. Here's like a skinny person lifting. Wait, where are the image macro ones? It's just like a small... Birds that are born in a cage think freedom is a crime. Oh, these ones are all so long. I thought they were like... Yeah, there we go. It's like this stuff. Is this literally this PragerU video? So far, not a single thing has happened in this video that I disagree with. I love Captain Picard. All right, we got to finish the video. I'm really enjoying this, by the way. This might actually be the only PragerU video that we've gotten 2 minutes and 18 seconds into, and so far not a single objectionable comment has been made. Not to me, at least.
Make discipline part of your daily life, and your daily life will get better. Principle number 2, stay humble. In life, you are
Excuse me, mister. You spent the first minute bragging. Okay, no. Continue, please.
going to have to do things that you don't want to do. Maybe things that you don't think you should have to do. Things that offend your precious ego. When I got done with basic SEAL training
He's glaring even in the fucking drawing they made of him.
and reported on board SEAL Team 1, you know what I was assigned to do? I was assigned to clean toilets. That's right. Despite having just graduated some of the most difficult military training in the world, despite being assigned to an elite commando unit, my first mission at the actual SEAL team was to clean toilets.
Yeah, isn't that what they do? Like newbie breaking? Like, hey, you ain't shit. Do our fucking laundry, right? Isn't that a thing? Right? Also, depersonalization and breaking down the ego are a huge part of military training. I don't know what that has to do with like living day-to-day life, but okay.
Not exactly a glorious job.
Someone has to keep the fucking toilets clean. I sure as fuck don't. My toilet's disgusting. Fuck out of here.
But you know what? I did it. I did it to the best of my ability and took pride in doing it well.
Is this him bragging?
And that attitude got noticed. If I cared that much about how clean the toilets were, people knew I would do a good job with even more important assignments.
They murdering brown children.
After a short period of time, I got those more important assignments. But it was humility that opened the door for me. Now, being humble does not mean you shouldn't be confident. You certainly have to believe that you are a capable person. But don't let confidence turn into arrogance.
I still don't disagree with anything he's saying. I know that this is being used to justify an abhorrent worldview, and I call them out on that all the time, okay? I'm not letting that slip by. But just for, like, motivation porn, being screamed at by Grug isn't that bad. I actually kind of like this. This is my ASMR.
So keep your ego in check and stay humble. The third and final principle, take ownership of everything.
Uh-oh. Are we talking about private property? We might have a problem here.
I call this extreme ownership. In the military, the best leaders and the best troops were the ones that took ownership of everything in their world.
Like, is this like imperialism? What do you mean?
Not just the things they were responsible for, but for every challenge and obstacle that impacted their mission. When something went wrong, they cast no blame.
Okay, so ownership over your actions, not ownership over property. I don't fucking know with this guy, okay? This guy's fucking crazy. For all I know, the third missive, okay? The first one, what was the first one? Be disciplined. The second one, stay humble. And the third one could have been never nut directly into a pussy, always pull out and shoot it onto your hand and then rub it against the crotch to ensure insemination. This way, the sperm have to swim farther from the base of the vagina rather than up against the cervix to the egg, which means they'll have to swim farther, and that way you'll have a stronger baby because they'll have to get more exercise beforehand. I don't know. Like, that's what the third thing could have been. In fact, I think I'm going to enter like a Vogue state as he talks about this one, and I think I'm just going to pretend that's what he's talking about because that's actually... This guy fucking yoinks his fucking rock hard 8-foot dick rope out of the chick and blasts a gallon into his fucking safety bucket by the bed, and then he starts grabbing it. If you want the really good if you want the really strong kids, you don't smear the cum against the vagina. You actually put the bitch in a pool and dump the cum bucket in there. That way, they have to swim through the pool. up inside, and then they fertilize the He's got a little obstacle course. Okay. Could we please continue with the video?
They made no excuses. They took ownership of the problem and fixed it. You can implement this attitude as well, not only in your job, but in your life. Let other people blame their parents, their boss, or the system. Let weak
there it is. No, there it is. That's when the otherwise unobjectionable like motivation stuff turns into apathetic like status quo defense for the failures of the system. Okay.
people complain that the world isn't fair. You are the leader of your life. Take ownership of everything in it. So, be disciplined in all that you do. Don't subject yourself to the whims of motivation. Stay humble and be willing to do what needs to be done.
And don't complain about healthcare.
Take extreme ownership of your life and everything in it. Then, choose the hard path. The path of responsibility.
Wouldn't the hard path be like fighting against an unjust system you live within to make the world a better place, and not just like ignoring it and sucking it up and going about your day-to-day life?
Hard work, and sacrifice. The path of discipline, humility, and ownership that ultimately leads to freedom. If you follow these principles, then nothing in the world will stop you. I'm Jocko Willink, host of the Jocko Podcast and author of Extreme Ownership for Prager University.
Oh my God. That's the hardest I've laughed in so long. Oh my God. I can't believe I chanced on this, that I didn't know this video had happened. God damn. Thank you to whoever donated. Thank you to whoever donated and said I should watch the God is a He video. I didn't, and I'm not going to, but this was 1,000 times better for me. Oh my God. All right, listen up, you people. I need you to comb over that video, and I need HD screen caps of Jocko's face, and I want the most confused face of his possible, the most confused Neanderthal-like face, and that's that's an emote. That's going on an emote on my fucking Discord. That's going as an emote in my Vosh.gg chat, and I'm tweeting out the picture in HD so everyone can like share in the hilarity. Okay. I'm crying right now. Somebody already did in the stream discussion Discord. Well, let's give it a look. God damn. Vala, I don't know yet. I'll think on it, okay? I don't want to kill myself anymore after the Boomer video. I'm actually feeling pretty happy to be alive. I'm glad I share a planet with Jocko. Can we get some can we get some like glamour shots of him? Jocko Willink. He's like, man, what an absolute fucking unit in every picture of him. Holy shit. Here's the intro to his exclusive fucking backdoor barnyard sex video. Oh man. God, he looks so mad. Oh God, he looks like such a caveman. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Oh God. God. It's all leaving my body. Oh. I need a new fucking paper towel. I don't even use tissues. I gotta go through the fucking paper towels. Oh, God. Okay. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I actually have a soft spot in my heart for men who look like cavemen. Okay, who was Marv from Sin City? I've also got a soft spot in my heart for him. I don't know why. Men that actually look like somebody like chiseled a face onto a brick. I don't know. Like, I'm not sexually attracted to them in the slightest. There's just something so endearing. Uh-huh.
Look at what I'm linking in chat.
What chat?
In the stream chat.
Oh no.
It's from stream discussion.
Fuck! It's the same! It's him! God damn. Oh man. That guy, the fucking Jocko can Thanos snap my jockstrap against my asshole any day. Jesus Christ. Oh man. And what's the name of I think isn't it the same guy? Yeah, Mickey Rourke. No, wait. What's the name of the Yeah, Mickey Rourke. Wait, who's the one wait. Who's the one who played Hellboy? Ron fucking Perlman, okay? Ron Perlman too. I don't know what it is, okay? It's something about the Grugs, okay? Listen, us lefties, we gotta be out there and standing for the Grugs, okay? Because all it takes is like one dude who looks like this to be a leftist to like single-handedly fucking bread pill half of America, okay? I really like the original Hellboy movie. I haven't seen it in like a decade though. Maybe my opinions would change if I watched it again. I haven't seen the new Hellboy either. Wait, is he the new Hellboy too? No, it's a different guy. Damn, that sucks. I mean, it's still good, but he doesn't look like Grug outside the. Okay, what are we doing? God, that was good. Are we still doing the Why God is a He video? I think we are. I think I need to. Oh, but first. I'm losing my shit over here. I'm absolutely fucking losing it over here. Christ almighty. Carly with the $2 coming out to my family tomorrow. Wish me good luck. Hey, everyone in chat, wish Carly good luck coming out to their family, okay? I don't know if you mean gay or trans or whatever the fuck, but Maybe you're coming out as black. That would be interesting. Good luck. Ikim Oniram with the $5. Hey Vosh, a caller plugged your channel in the Majority Report today. You're getting picked up on the left's antennas. Keep up the good work, comrade. Fuck yeah. I saw that on Twitter. So yeah, guys, a caller to the Majority Report talked about me. Sam Cedar didn't seem especially taken to it because he hadn't heard of me, but it was actually really fucking cool seeing my name on there. So that was pretty fucking radical. Thank you for the $5. Shitty Kitty with the $5. Have some money. In a good mood since the new person in my Discord thinks I'm a girl based off voice. Feels great. That gender euphoria. That's what I'm talking about. Kablam. I'm very lucky I get to experience gender euphoria every nanosecond of my life. Carl Carrington with the $5. I'm sorry the Navy ruined your life, Jocko, but that doesn't mean you should ruin mine. Jocko improved my life, okay? Jocko keeps me going, okay? Peng Amurungu with the $5 Australian. Jocko is actually the result of a failed CIA super soldier program. He really just fucking fits that bill, doesn't he? Oh, that was Michael Brooks, not Sam Cedar. Oh, maybe Sam Cedar would have liked me then. Maybe Sam Cedar is actually my biggest fan. We'll never know. God damn. Leftist tech support with the $2. I'm not seeing enough donation, you chuds. Leftist tech support is right. I'm not seeing enough donations. What are you guys, fucking reactionaries? What are you, fucking Nazis? You know, if all of you, 1,000 people watching, give me $1 right now, that would mean I would have $1,000. That'd be pretty cool, right? Yeah. Esaliken with the $2. Nasty, dirty toilet. Still doesn't wash his hands. When I piss, nothing of me touches the toilet. Do you think that when I piss, the piss stream hits the water and the water hits the rim of the toilet and the bacteria runs from the rim of the toilet into the water up the pee stream into my urethra? Well, I can't wash the inside of my urethra. I mean, I'd have to like sound, right? You could do like a little sponge stick. I don't know. Darkman Flex with the 500 yen. I'm not going to protect my child from knowledge. Going to tell him Santa isn't real, then tell them go to school and convince other children he isn't real. Keep the bread pilling going, okay? Fuck Santa. Rags Wolf with the $5. Thank you. Very generous of you. And Samson from the Bible with the $1. I thought you were dead, but I'm happy to see you here giving me a buck. Thank you. 21st Century Socialist with the 20 kronar. Trivia, Crowder was a child voice actor in Arthur. I wouldn't have known that were it not for the fact someone already donated that. Better luck next time, 21st Century Socialist. Thanks for the money, idiot. Bam. I love you, though. Seriously. Just another muffin with the $2. Do you think Jocko Willink understands what emotions are? I think that Jocko Willink is a tragic character. I think that Jocko Willink probably, like, somewhere deep inside understands that he's viewing the world through tinted glass, because all he can feel is anger. But I don't know if he's ever going to achieve the emotional maturity necessary for him to overcome that. The Pi 314 man with the $2. Thank you very much, friend. I really appreciate it. And Big Story 01 with the $10. That's really generous of you. A friend told me to watch your videos. I factually love you. I'm glad you said factually, because otherwise I would have assumed that was a feeling, and facts don't care about them. I love you, buddy. Seriously, thank you. That's really generous. Master Move TV with the $1. Look up John Cena. That's Jocko's brother, fam. Well, I don't need to look up John Cena. I know what John Cena looks like. I think he's pretty well known visually. John Cena. There is a similarity, though. The fucking meathead dudes with the huge necks, you know? Capertome man, my fucking bleepy beeps is going beep. Capertome Arts with the $5. Please wash your hands. Consider this a bribe. Guys. Please. My dick is clean. When I pee, this is my routine. I pull the front of my pants and underwear down, because I'm wearing basketball shorts right now, and I touch the tip of my middle and ring finger to the upper portion of my shaft, and I press it down gently until the stream of urine will go from my urethra to the toilet inside. And then I pee. The only thing that happens is two of my fingers maintain contact with my shaft for several seconds. My perfectly clean shaft, my perfectly clean penis. There is nothing here that I need to wash. Open Sorcerer with the $2. I'm a dirty little sheep, and I'll do anything leftist tech support demands. Thank you, Open Sorcerer. If only others were wise enough to follow in your stead. Carpin Tax with the $1. Thank you. Fatal XX Pancakes with the $2. Love you. Keep the lefty life battling feelings with facts. That's what I'm saying. Fuck feelings, honestly. And stuff like love. Gay. I'm just here for the facts. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. And let me... Takes a little longer for the shit to come through the .gg donations. But that don't mean they ain't happening. Soak Justice Blackguard and Fatal XX Pancakes. To both of you, I really, really appreciate the Tier 1 subscription. That's incredibly generous of you. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the shiny colors. Mint Mako with the $1. Wash your damn hand. Nope! Shut up! Nevermore with the $5. This is my down payment for the inevitable debate pay-per-view stream with Jocko. Okay, listen, a stream with Jocko would be really fucking funny. It will never happen. Don't get your hopes up. It will literally never happen, but it would also be the greatest thing to ever happen. Holy shit, that'd be incredible. Man, there are so many beep-a-deeps. Hello, Nevermore. You're right up. There. It's right there. There you go. That's where I got to place my hand. God. All right. How is there more? Keyford with the $1. Hey, I missed the don't know bullshit Arthur thing. Can you please do it again? Fuck off, Keyford. Go check the fucking VOD after I'm done with it. Eat shit. All right. There is a PragerU video called Why Don't You Support Israel? But to be perfectly honest, I'm riding a high right now, and I don't really feel like ruining it. I really, really don't feel like ruining it. Oh, my God. You people are relentless. Lawnmower 16 with the $2. Pee and sink, wash hands with urine, save time and water. Look, I'm just trying to save the environment, okay? Anyway, I'm in a really, really good mood right now, so I don't want to do the Israel thing, okay? Because Israel is a fucking trigger for me. But I really let's
psychiatrist with
let's fucking do it. Let's do it. Absolutely. Dog Residue 24. If I see if a person links a video to me in my suggestions chat or Twitter or whatever that covers the Catherine shit in like a appropriately chuddy dipshit reactionary way, then I'll take a look into it. Yeah, for sure. I was told to tag you so I could see this. Just so you all know, fucking linking me porn without it being tagged as such is perma-bannable, okay? This is not perma-bannable. Though this is definitely pornographic. This is good. I'm good with this. Oh, Lord. Javis with the $10. Wow, thank you. When you pee, the contents of the bowl are aerosolized. Whatever is in the bowl ends up in places like your hand. What? Then it ends up on my face, too. If it's aerosolized, then it ends up on my face and in my nose and on my tongue and everywhere else. Why do I have to wash my hands? Thank you for the $10. Do the PragerU Israel vid? Nope! All right, we're doing God. Let's do God. Wash your dick, not your hands? You guys wash your dick after you... No, we're stopped. We're done. Stop. Stop! This one's a good one, okay? Why God is a he. I'm ready for this one. I'm ready for the anti-identity politics PragerU to tell me why it's essential that the metaphysical entity referred to in the Bible be a he.
one of the critics.
Ah! It's PragerU himself! My man! Wubba lubba dub dub! That's Pickle. That's Dennis Pickle Rick Prager's favorite catchphrase. I'm Dennis Prager! Tiny Prager! That's his favorite. Wubba lubba dub dub! That's his favorite. I'm Pickle Prager. Dennis Pickle. Oh no. It's gonna be a goofy one. Alright, let's do it.
Criticisms many people make against the Bible is that it depicts God in male terms. The most obvious example is God is referred to as he. Why did the Bible do this? Well, here's the answer. because the Bible is preoccupied with making a kinder, less violent, more just world.
Several questions. For one, I really don't think the fact that God is referred to as a he is a central criticism of the Bible. Usually people who care about gender representation of metaphysical entities have bigger problems with Christianity. Second of all, what does the Bible purportedly wanting to make the world a kinder and juster place have to do with God being a he? Let's find out together.
If you share these goals, and I suspect you do, then you'll have to agree the Bible made the right decision.
Wait, the Bible made the right decision? Isn't the Bible the immutable word of God? Would that not mean that God dictated that he is a he? But I keep hearing people say that God is a metaphysical entity with no gender. In fact, I'm pretty sure that I've heard people who have been on PragerU themselves say God is a metaphysical entity with no gender. So are they defending referring to a metaphysical entity with no gender as a he to meet some sort of social utility? I thought you were big in the biological pronoun shit, PragerU. I didn't realize you'd come over to the trans side. All right, that's cool. I'm woke with this gender theory. Woke. Woke.
Before I explain, however, I need to add an obvious caveat.
Oh.
The God of the Bible is neither male nor female.
Oh! Oh, he just says it! He just says it right here. Well, thanks. Okay. Well, so much for biological pronouns. Fuck.
God transcends gender. What I'm talking about here is why God is depicted in male terms in the Bible. Okay. Gender-wise, the Bible had three choices: masculine, he; feminine, she; or neuter, it. We could.
I should know, by the way, I don't know fucking anything about the Bible. If Dennis Prager says something that is in the Bible, I have to take his word for it.
Readily rule out neuter. For one thing, neuter nouns don't exist in Hebrew, the language of the Old Testament, which, after all, first introduced this God to us. For another, the biblical God is a personal God, to whom we can and must relate. And we cannot relate to, let alone obey or love, an it.
Okay. If I believed there was a metaphysical entity that was everywhere and controlled the universe, I think it would actually be a pretty Okay. I don't see how. Also, who the fuck cares if there was no it in Hebrew? We've translated the Bible. What is it? The King James, the King Author, whatever the fuck type of Bible we use today. The Bible's seen like 20 revisions. A bunch of shit has been changed. Parts have been left out. There have been entire fucking like apostles that have had their writings removed for various political reasons throughout the centuries. Why is it bad to call God it? Okay. All right.
Aside from the language issue, the Bible depicts God in masculine terms because, one...
Wait, I thought you just gave the reason. Okay.
The Hebrew Bible's primary concern is making a good world.
Hey, Vosh, why did you buy 6 tubs of Mint Extreme Moose Tracks ice cream from Safeway? We don't even have room in the freezer. My principal concerns in buying 6 cartons of Mint Extreme Moose Tracks ice cream from Safeway are principally in the making of a good... What's the relationship? Okay.
2, a good world can only be achieved by making good people.
These types of incredibly broad syllogisms are incredibly fucking brain dead. Like, what? I could do this too. Watch this. I want to make a good world. A good world is a fair world. Fair world means everything must be the same. Therefore, everything must be the same for like these syllogisms don't follow. What the fuck are you talking about? What is a good world? Maybe a good world is one with no humans, so animals and plants can just amorally fuck around on Earth for the rest of time. What about you can't have a bad people in a good world? Or you have to make good people for a good world? What does good mean? This is so stupid. Listening to like amateur philosophy hour from boomers who are just trying to justify their religious shit actually fucking triggers me. But I'm in a good mood right now, so I'm good. We're good. I'm doing it. We're good.
And 3, the people who commit nearly all the world's violence are males.
I'm not sure what to do with your take there, PragerU. I mean, you're right.
Therefore, it is in both men's and women's interests to depict God in the masculine. Here's why.
Yeah, we're like nearly 2 minutes in. Could you actually get to the link?
Without a father or some other male rule giver, young men are likely to do great harm. If there is no male authority,
That's not demonstrated in the literature. What's demonstrated is that if you have a single-parent household that is in a low socioeconomic status, that you have boys that typically do harm. Now, typically, this is associated with single motherhood, but it is entirely possible to grow up with 2 mothers in an upper-middle-class home and not be subject to any of those conditions. It has nothing to do with having a male role model. It has everything to do with having parents who have the time and money to care for you.
Figure to give a growing boy rules, it is very difficult for him to control his wilder impulses. As President Barack
What is this weird gender shit? Oh, man. Yeah, this shit fucking creeps me out. Sorry, I had a hangnail. My toe.
Obama told an audience in 2008,
We citing Obama?
children who grow up without a father are 5 times more likely to live in poverty and commit crime, 9 times more likely to drop out of school, and 20 times more likely to end up in prison.
I like how they're using Obama here to like dissuade criticism from the left, as if I give a fuck about Obama.
Commenting on that speech, Dr. Alvin Poussant, a psychiatrist with Harvard Medical School, confirmed these statistics.
Yeah, he wouldn't have just like lied. He's not Trump. Usually when Obama cites statistics in his speeches, he's actually like telling the truth.
The absence of fathers corresponds with a host of social ills, including dropping out of school and serving
This still has nothing to do with why God has to be a he.
time in jail. In other words,
So again, this has nothing to do with needing a male role model. It's that typically the wealth and status and time given to you by having a man in the house, a breadwinner, usually like decreases the likelihood of other like negative outcomes, like drug use or ending up in jail. But to my knowledge, there are no studies showing that having like 2 mothers in an upper middle class home wouldn't confer the exact same benefits as having a mother and a father in an upper middle class home.
if one's primary goal is a good world, specifically,
I still think that Dennis Prager looks like he's cut the Joker smile into him. He's got the perfect little smile lines right here that curve upward at the edge of his lips, like he was doing his little role play, you know, in the mirror in like a dingy fucking gas station bathroom before he drove over to shoot this PragerU video with the fucking coke money that goes into it. He pulls this little like penknife out of his suit pocket and puts it up to the corner of his lips. Do you want to know how I got these? Yeah, and like he scrapped. You know what I mean? Nah, you
a
know
world with far less murder, child abuse, theft, and rape.
Actually, if your problem is with having men out of the household, and like leading to boys doing stupid shit, what you should be in favor of is ending the drug war, ending stop and frisk, ending over-policing, and ending all of these things that have demonstrably, factually led to more kids growing up in fatherless homes. But since Dennis Prager isn't in support of any of those policies, I assume, it can only follow then that he doesn't actually care about these things and he's just scrambling to find a justification for calling God a he, which he has yet to provide.
a God depicted in masculine terms, a father in heaven, not a goddess, a mother in heaven, must be the source of moral commands such as do not murder and do not steal.
This is so fucking weird to me. So because socioeconomic circumstances mean that having a one-parent household means that young men are more likely to commit crime and end up in jail, that means those of the boys who are religious need to read the text of an all-knowing genderless deity, but if the deity isn't presented in masculine terms, then it won't have an effect and they'll go back to raping and murdering or whatever. What the actual fuck is this logic? Jesus Christ. I would really respect it if they would just, like, why must God be presented in masculine terms? Point 1. Women are stupid and emotional. Since God's rule is supposed to be impartial, fair, and reasonable, a woman is not biologically suited to... Like, I would respect that a lot more than this, because he's just, like, lying to me.
If the father figure / rule giver that boys need is not on earth, a morally authoritative masculine God can serve as an effective substitute.
I don't see how. This is so weak.
Any discomfort you might feel with the masculine depiction of God is not comparable to the pain we will all feel if boys are not civilized into good men.
This is so weird. Does anyone... it's so weird to me that people fucking think like this. Jesus. Hey, this is a good time for me to see if the nuke command works. Whoa. I'm gonna try. Let's see. No, I can't nuke. White Nervosa, you failed me! White Nervosa, how do I nuke? Just for future reference, how do I nuke chat? White Nervosa, White Nervosa, White Nervosa, White Nervosa, White Nervosa. How do I nuke chat? White Nervosa. White Nervosa. Hey, White Nervosa. Hey, White Nervosa. How do you nuke chat? Idiots. How long does that mute last? Is that... wait. Here, I'll... There. How long does that last? Yeah, Thanos snap. Oh God. All right. Can we focus on this? This is some really dumbass shit. So again, so far the logic is okay, so far the logic is, if I'm following this video correctly, so far the logic is that socioeconomic circumstances, because we know that's what they are, lead to there being less fathers in the home. And Dennis Prager has assumed this means that young boys need father figures to not, like, get in jail and stuff, even though the evidence seems to suggest that it isn't masculinity that helps them. It's actually having money and time and parentage and stuff, which could be achieved easily by having two mothers or even a stay-at-home mother with wealth. So he then says that of these kids... they will continue to rape and murder and go to jail or whatever, unless they are exposed to religion. But not only that, the religion has to be Christianity. And in reading the Bible with all of its texts, on like don't murder and don't steal and shit, they won't listen to that. But if they see God depicted as a he, then they'll go, oh, and then they'll listen to it. That's what I'm getting from this right now. I think that's actually insane. Okay.
To transform a wild boy into a good man, a male role model is as necessary as a male rule giver.
This is so weird. Gender is so fucking weird. These fucking Breeders.
So when the Bible depicts God as merciful,
Also, yeah, this video is pretty misandrist, like for real. Like men are wily beasts who do murder because they need to be kept in line by a male authority figure. Yikes.
compassionate, and caring for the poor and the widow, it is not so much interested in describing God as in providing a model for humans.
What? Wait, so what are we supposed to take from all the wrathful shit God did? Like flooding the earth, or all the shit he did to all the fucking firstborn sons of Egypt? Was that like the mercy we were? Oh, was the old? We forget about the Old Testament because God was still pretty fucking wrathful in the New Testament too. Listen, you can slip on by with that nice boy hippie Jesus shit, okay? But I don't know if God is like a good role model. You could say Jesus is a good role model,
Especially males, to emulate. If God were depicted as female, young men would deem traits such as compassion, mercy, and care for the downtrodden as feminine. And
for one, they already kind of do. I've interacted with the YouTube conservative community. And for two, no. I don't think that if the Bible, which is meant to be the text of an all-knowing deity that rules the universe and controls the, what your soul does after your death, I don't think that if this genderless entity was depicted as a she, these guys who would otherwise listen to it go, fucking femoids, bet God was having her period when she wrote this, yoink, and then they would go and like skateboard onto a cop car or something. This is really stupid. This is so stupid. What? How is this compatible? So your belief in God, again, the monotheistic, genderless God, is so great that you'll model your life after its teachings, but only if the pronouns it's referred to are he or she? Or he? Okay.
would not identify with them. But if God, their Father in heaven, who is strong, on occasion even a warrior, cares for the poor and loves justice, mercy, and kindness,
Wait, but you hate all of those things, Dennis Prager.
then these traits are also masculine and to be emulated.
This is so fucking weird. This is so fucking weird and beyond the pale. Okay.
The argument that girls
Couldn't you make the argument that since boys are still the ones doing all of the violence in spite of this, that it's not working? Like it's not like Dennis Prager said like 90% of violent crime is committed by atheistic young men, but then the Christian young men fall into line with the violence of women. Because that's not true. Christian men commit the same general level of violence as atheist men, probably less, accounting for socioeconomic circumstances. So if referring to God as a he is meant to assuage these negative characteristics, one might call them toxic characteristics of masculinity. Why isn't it working? This is really weird. This is so weird.
Equally need female role models to avoid violence is objectively not true, because the problem of mayhem and violence is overwhelmingly a male one. Of course, girls need female role models.
By the way, I like how this argument runs completely contrary to their belief that you shouldn't need diversity in media to make good role models for people. Like you could say like, hey, I want more cool black actors so black kids will have something to look up to. And they'll go like, you should be able to look up to people instead of the rape. Who cares about race? There's fucking a million white guys on TV all the time. Fucking idiot. I don't need I wouldn't care if it was a black person up there. I totally do, but I'll pretend I wouldn't. And now Dennis Prager is saying, in order to encourage men to behave well, we need there to be a male God, or at least referred to as male, to be a good role model for men. Fuck, man. These people are so inconsistent. All right.
But not to avoid violence. And, like boys, girls are more likely to obey a male authority figure. A report released by the Minnesota Psychological Association concluded, in a study of female inmates, more than half came from a father-absent home.
Yeah? What does that have to do with the assertion that women listen to men more? I mean, it's probably true, but these two data points aren't linked.
It is therefore ironic that some women are attempting to render the God of Western religious morality less masculine because
It's not just women. What? What?
because if their goal is achieved, it is women who will suffer most from lawless males.
Listen up, you dumb cunts. You want our all-knowing, genderless, monotheistic entity to be referred to in a gender-neutral way? Well, you won't be laughing when all the boys run loose and fucking rape you until you die, you stupid bitch cunts. What the fuck? This is so weird.
We have too many absent fathers on earth to begin to even entertain the thought of having no father in heaven. I'm Dennis Prager. Thank you for...
So again, so we can do, again, a recap. Okay. So in spite of his assertion, so for one, his incredibly circuitous logic here is that a person will, a young boy will only follow the word of their all-knowing, omnipotent deity if it's coded masculine, even though it's a genderless deity. So they'll only care if it's coded masculine. Okay, so that's cool. But they won't care if it's coded feminine, but they still care enough to model their life around the teachings of the Bible, but only if it's masculine. And this is in spite of the fact that there is no substantial difference, or there may even be a negative correlation between religiosity and violence committed by men. The assertion Dennis Prager is making here would only make sense if Christian young men committed less violence on average than atheistic young men, because atheistic young men aren't like benefiting from the all-knowing wisdom of a male god. But this doesn't seem to be the case. What's more, Dennis Prager clearly doesn't care about the central issue here, the fatherless homes thing, because he opposes a whole bunch of socioeconomic practices that would substantially lessen the number of fatherless homes. In addition to that, we have the fact that there's no study indicating that it's actually fatherlessness that leads to these negative outcomes, rather just not having two parents and being kind of fucked financially. So, yeah. And then at the end, he basically said, like, to those of you who want to change this, like, you'll probably get, like, murdered or raped. Man. This is a wild one, wasn't it, huh? God damn. That, all right. I mean, if you say so. Let's check the comments. It looks like there's actually a fair bit of criticism in the comments. Interesting. There's a lot of criticism in the comments, but the like to dislike ratio is still about 90%. That's pretty interesting. What are you gonna do? All right. Let me catch up on this, and then I'm going to chat with chat, and then I'm fucking... I'm yoinking out, okay? May with the $6.33... Okay, I need a poll. I'm gonna make a poll right now for when this gets made into an emote. Do we go by the classic Grug, or do we let the admittedly equally phenomenal Jocko take prescience? Which one are we going with? Okay? I want everyone. We've got 900 people watching, okay? I need you people to weigh in on this. It's either Grug or Jocko, okay? I'm going to post it one more time in both chats, okay? I need the answer here. Wow, that's a pretty good consensus. Oh, yes. Ah, fuck yeah. Jocko. Hold on. Let me... God damn. What an incredible face. He really does look like a fucking space marine. Oh, man. Oh, I'm so glad we decided to look at the fucking PragerU video. Oh, God. How does this happen? This is from the Jordan's book. I think he's insane. Oh, oh, that's really good. It needs to be chroma keyed a bit better, but goddamn, that look of confusion. I think we need several Jockos. I think we need several Jocko emote. God damn. All right, shut the fuck up. Can we focus on the donations you people fucking lovingly give to me? Master Moose TV with the $1. Why the hell is your tongue out of your mouth while pissing, Vosh? Quit licking piss hair, fam. Because I'm usually talking while I'm peeing. I'm like encouraging my little dick, you know? Rainbows with the $2. God is an agender robot. Take that, Prager. I mean, it's a better fucking argument they gave me. Trans rights. Nightly Drugs with the $5. It's not really bad to call God it. In English, it just has a somewhat disrespectful connotation. That's really just English being insufficient. Yeah, I don't know why it is insufficient to describe the literal Lord of the universe, but okay. Big Story 01 donated $1. Your Discord link expired? No, it didn't. What? Pretty sure it didn't. Discord. Oh. That's interesting. Why, Nervosa, did somebody cancel that link? I'm not entirely sure how that happened. Well, I'll get it up and working soon again. And by I mean my lovely technical assistant, White Nervosa. Zeloff with the $2. Can I draw a Bara Yaoi Dojinshi of you and Jocko? I would be offended if you didn't. Okay? Can you please get on it and work faster than you would otherwise? Because I would really appreciate that. And let me check subs, and then we'll talk with chat for a bit, and then I'm going sleepy time. All right, fuckers. All right, you little fucking bitch babies. Okay, it's gonna be sleepy time soon. But before we get to that sleepy time, let's have a chat. How you guys doing? Come on to my... If you're in YouTube chat right now, come over to my vosh.gg chat. It's sick nasty. You can type into your browser vosh.gg and you'll get there. And look at this incredible chat. Look at all the amazing features. We have emotes. We have dabbing. We have giving me money. Hey, give me money. Young Jocko. God damn. You know, before roids or like pure fucking unadulterated hatred ruined his features, there is a strange sort of handsomeness to his bizarre hypermasculine face. When are we finishing up our Yang Gang discussion? I did a whole fucking... You hear about Prager Force? It's a Prager youth group? That's terrifying. Prager Force. Jesus Christ. At least they don't call themselves Prager Youth. Prager Force testimonials? Oh no. Oh no.
My name is Lexi Bess. I go to the University of Tennessee in Knoxville, and I love Prager Force because it gives me the opportunity to voice my opinions that aren't always welcome on my campus.
My name is Melvin Soto Vasquez. I am from Puerto Rico. I study at the University of Puerto Rico, Maya West campus, and PragerU videos just help me understand better the topics that I like to know about, and give me the knowledge to actually focus and have the exact facts that I can use in real life conversations.
My name is Josh. I go to Rider University.
This guy does
I would go as
not
far
look
as saying
20. Okay.
that PragerU does more to advance conservatism and, moreover, just straight up logical thinking more than any other organization in the entire world.
My name is Isabel Brown, and I attend Colorado State University, and this is my first full year in Prager Force. I joined Prager Force at the recommendation of a few other friends that I've known through the political scene, but really have just been blown away by the global community of like-minded thinkers that can all band together and serve as a force for change in educating our generation in terms of what conservative and libertarian values look like.
Hi, I'm Benjamin Durker. I go to the Antonin Scalia Law School in Arlington, Virginia.
This guy looks weird. Oh my god, the Scalia Law School. How fucking apropos. God damn. Yeah? Oh yeah, sorry.
The thing about PragerU that I think is most valuable is that it fills in the gaps in education that public universities and schools aren't filling in.
Hi, I'm Valente Montes, and I go to College of the Canyons. I live here in Santa Clarita. I was introduced to Prager University through one of the 5-minute videos that came up on my Facebook that one of my friends actually shared. And from then on, I started watching more and more videos. I think Prager University does an excellent job in giving a alternative narrative to big issues such as abortion, for example.
This is
Hi, my name is
legitimately
Alexander Ioannidis, and I am studying economics at the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga.
It's gonna take all of my fucking willpower not to make fun of this guy's voice.
And I used to be a democratic socialist, and I slowly got red-pilled, and PragerU played a huge role in that.
Hi, I'm Natalie Winters. I go to Harvard Westlake, and I'm a junior in high school, and to me...
You're a junior in high school? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. I hope this is one of those schools that has a lot of bullying.
PragerU has provided me with an opportunity to fight back against my leftist peers and teachers, and mainly the leftist establishment, because through the PragerU content, I can get information that I don't otherwise have access to, because my teachers won't tell me it, and I can't find it on the mainstream media. And PragerU is really unique because the sources and just the ease and accessibility of the videos.
My name is Price Morgan, and I go to Southern Methodist University.
I don't like looking at you. There's something about this one I really don't trust. This one's a sneaky. This is a sneaky boy.
PragerU has been a really excellent resource for me to help other people understand conservative beliefs, because
this guy came overeager to the fucking shoot. Everyone else just showed up in casual clothes, and this guy brought his fucking suit jacket.
when I want to share these beliefs with somebody, I don't want it to seem like I'm challenging them personally. I want to give them some evidence. They can think on it, they can watch it, and they can come back to me with a new take on it. And quite often, it's been really effective.
This sure is actually terrifying. Christ. Only 33,000. Okay, only 33,000 views. It's a Facebook video though, and it's from like a year ago. Oh man. What is Prager Force? Yeah, what is Prager Force?
Are you a student? Do you want to defend the ideas that have made America the freest and most prosperous nation on earth? Then keep watching. My name is Colton Haas, and I'm the operations manager for Prager Force.
Wait, I got a
PragerU
live button,
student
White Nervosa? Where's the live button at?
the operations manager for PragerForce, PragerU's student ambassador program with hundreds of students on hundreds of campuses in dozens of countries. Maybe you're someone that likes to produce video content, or write articles, or create memes. Maybe you like to debate ideas. PragerForce is the perfect outlet for you to express your creative talents.
Wow, this sounds like it's good for me.
Not just to other college students, but to the millions of people who follow PragerU on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
I'm hyped.
You know how we're often referred to as the future? As if our ability to influence people hasn't quite kicked in yet? Well, I say it has. I say we're the present. And if you want to be a part of the world's most influential conservative digital media
Oh, conservative? Ew, gross. Get it out of here. Oh, God. Yikes. All right. For real, though, let's calm it down a little bit, okay? Let's just calm down. Trevin Hudson with the $10. Wow, thank you. Seriously. And Nightly Drugs with the $2. I don't think it is disrespectful, by the way. I mean, I don't think so. I mean, it really depends on the person, right? Like, if a person was non-binary and they wanted me to call them it, then I would go for it. I mean, sure. I think it's a little bit, like, weird for me, but if they want it, I don't really fucking care. And then Keyford with the $2. C. Vosh, PragerU isn't racist or sexist. They have women and Puerto Ricans. Also, why do people seem to forget Puerto Ricans are Americans? Because they're racist. And then Jew the gases. I agree. Fuck the gases. Jew them all. Please stop asking me about Andrew Yang. Oh, Christ. All right, how we doing? Any plans to follow up in your conversation with Ask Yourself on veganism? Probably not. I feel like the only place to go with the Ask Yourself discussion is like explaining leftism and explaining the incongruity between his assertion that being vegan is a moral necessity and my assertion that you could say the same about like buying shit under a capitalist system. Why you gotta be 18 for the server? You don't gotta be 18 for the server. You gotta be 18 for the not safe for work boards on the server. Go over one of the videos in your playlist? Nah, it's midnight. I'm cool taking a chill pill. We'll cap this off real quick. Keyford with the $1. Thoughts on Andrew Yang? I think he's good. I know that UBI is basically socialism because it's redistribution of wealth. So I don't really care how you do it. I just think it's good. So good. So good. Inman 1. Maybe sometime. Religion triggers me. Have you lied to us? Is your dong not monstrous and drags over the toilet? Wait, it does. What did I say otherwise? I love how you're confident enough to have medication bottles in the frame. Fuck yeah. Bipolar. Get him in here. Do you say retarded or retard? Why or why not? I'm allowed to say retarded, that's 3 times. 3 times a day, because I have autism, okay? It's about to be midnight, which means I get to say it 3 more times the next day. The uses don't roll over. What's my time zone? PST. Do you watch Bill Hurts? Bill Wirtz? No. Do anything with Murdoch? No, fuck you. Do you have any other aspects of veganism you agree on other than the standard, yeah, factory farms? Whoa! Magical fruit basket, you disingenuous cunt. I know you're still mad that I smack spiders, but I didn't just say, yeah, factory farms are pretty bad, I guess. I said they were comparable to a Holocaust and that animal rights should be considered tantamount, like equivocable to human rights. Like that they deserve moral consideration. Like I didn't just say factory farming is bad. I'm more fucking on the vegan train than most vegans, okay? I just don't buy the idea that because veganism is like a good, that means it is morally necessary to be a vegan. Because if I shared that argument, I would have to stop buying t-shirts from Target, okay? How do you respond to people who just go, wait, well, they're never going to let you do that, instead of having an argument for... I don't know what you're referring to, Noctis Nova. Heretic with the $2. Do you think Walter Mondale will go all the way? I have literally no idea who that was and what you're talking about. But thank you. I love you. Thank you, Hisaikin. What's your excuse not to be vegan? I don't need an excuse. People need to explain to me why it's a moral necessity that I be vegan. Is Prager Force the new Brain Force? We can only hope. Play Devil May Cry, please. Good. Devil May Cry? I've never played a Devil May Cry video. What do you think about the difference between saying has autism and is autistic? I don't care about the difference. Hey, NC, great videos always. Anarchism, Gotcha always uses. There are no incentives at all for innovation under ANCOM. People have been innovating for the entirety of human history without profiting from it. It's an idiotic fucking suggestion. Ask him to prove that assertion. Big Story 01 with the $1. Can you roast Ben Shapiro more, please? He just doesn't put out that much content that's very, like, funny to dig into. You lied because you said your dog doesn't touch anything when you pee? Yeah, Claire Chan, when I'm standing. Jesus Christ. What is with the beep-a-beeps? Am I getting double beep-a-beeps? Maybe. I like how the person who said that I was like a faux vegan hasn't said anything yet. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. At what point do you stop trying to convert a friend away from centrism, just give up on them? I gave up on all my reactionary friends. I don't fucking time to waste. I'm charismatic. I'll make new friends. I don't give a fuck. Get him out of here. Hallelujah with $5. Pee pee poo poo. Have a nice sleep, Vashi. They did send a poet. Wait, White Nervosa, I did read your DM and I clicked the button. White Nervosa, I clicked the button. What's your autism power level? I'm pretty low tier. I'm not particularly autistic, if that's what you're saying. Do you believe free and open source software is inherently communist? No. It's not communist. It's good. It's nice. I don't think it's communist. It has nothing to do with a stateless, classless society where workers freely own like the products of their labor. I know that Devil May Cry is a video game series. Thank you, Ellie Rogers. I play video games very often. What is with the constant beep-a-beeps? What are you people doing? Oh, you people are just donating a lot, okay? Keyford with the additional $1. Do you know Cult of Dusty is right? Fuck off, Keyford. Nightly Drugs with the $2. I meant for God, lol. Oh. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Zakari Udin with the $2. Hey, Vosh, big fan. Views on revolutionary action? As long as it works. And that's a complicated question, but I got nothing against it in principle. Zisane with the $2. Please do a video on the turd-flinging monkey. I don't know what that is, but you're free to tweet it at me or put it in my fucking suggestions channel. Hallelujah with the 5. I already saw that. Sophie M with the £10. Sophie M. You get a dab. I love you, buddy. Thank you. Seriously. And Keyford with the $1. Why do you stand a pee? Doesn't that clamp your urethra? I'm assigned male at birth and I can't stand a pee. What? I think most assigned male at birth people stand a pee, don't they? Am I wrong on that? I mean, maybe like trans girls will sit so that they can feel like girly and shit, right? When did you go to your first pansexual orgy? Believe it or not, I've never been to an orgy. Watch some more Doyle. Doyle's getting boring for me personally. Ellie Rogers, you never need to apologize for not donating. Any tips on where to find leftist friends? I mean, I don't fucking know. I don't leave my house. I make most of my friends online. But in terms of IRL lefty friends, I don't know if you're not too old at like a college campus or a college town. If you're going on a town-by-town basis, though, like, I don't know. I'm sure there are like comic shops tend to have a lot of leftists these days. It's like pretty evenly split between like progressives and like fucking weird, creepy, cringy, reactionary dudes. I don't know. Magical fruit basket. Vosh, that's not my point. The fact that factory farms is unethical is a stance pretty much agreed upon by basically everyone. Vegans argue that eating and killing animals is unethical as a principle, which is what I was asking about. Okay, the constant beeping is triggering the fuck out of me. Shut up. I'll get to all of you. I have no idea why it's beeping so much. It's so much. Vegans argue that eating and killing animals is unethical as a principle, which is what I was asking about. Magical Fruit Basket. If I say that the killing of animals right now is tantamount to a holocaust and that I give moral consideration to animals and that animal rights are tantamount, how could you not believe that I think that killing animals is wrong? I don't think eating animals is wrong. I don't think eating human bodies is wrong. I mean, but that doesn't do harm to anyone. It's the actual killing. What's your favorite psychedelic? I don't know. I don't take any. You actually get more pee out when you sit, not when you stand the way I do, okay? Chemotes with the $5. Beep. Beep yourself, motherfucker. I love you, okay? And Heretic with the $2. Do you think Ross Pro will go all the way? Heretic, I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. I don't know. Discord fan orgy at VidCon 2020. I do plan on showing up at VidCon 2020, and I will be on Fleek, and I do need to see my fans there, and I will slap asses with consent. I need consent from you before I slap your ass, okay? Preferably written, because with the drama that I've been through, I really do not need to go through that shit again. Okay, Miss Catherine, I'm cut, so I don't know. Every donation beeps twice to make it only turn once. Turn the donation amount on Streamlabs up to like $999 until I 6. It will still notify but not send the message. White Nervosa, I have no idea what difference that would make, but we will talk about it personally and resolve the situation. Zeloff with the $5. You said you mainly listen to video and anime music. What game, anime, OST in particular do you listen to? Ooh, I can answer this. Okay, so indie game OSTs tend to be dank as fuck, okay? The Binding of Isaac. How did I just get a beep again? How did I just get a beep again when I literally disabled the alert? I didn't disable... Oh, because I didn't have it disabled in the full webcam mode. Weird. The Binding of Isaac OT from Danny Baranowski is dank as fuck. The Super Meat Boy OST. Fuck. So that's pretty good. The Celeste OST is fucking dank. Uh-huh. No, I was going to talk for a bit.
How long do you think?
15 or 20 more minutes?
I'm really tired.
Okay. The Hollow Knight OST is dank as fuck. Where's, hold on, where is it? Where's the, yeah. Ooh, turn that up. And we gotta get the fucking final boss music. Get it in here. Lately, the Dead Cells OST has been pretty fucking nasty. Give me that good shit. Where's the High Castle? Give me that High Castle. You know, in Vosh.gg, we do have a little Peppo beatbox emote, and I'm not seeing it get spammed nearly enough. The Fury OST, it might be like masterclass, though. Hold on. Fury OST might actually be like actually god tier. Another god tier video game OST is definitely Hotline Miami. Unquestionably. So hopefully you found some music that you might be interested in listening to in the future. Okay. I think I missed some donations. Oh, I missed a lot of donations. Derek Wing with the $2. Download Linux. Fuck no. Zelov with the $5. Oh, I just responded to your thing, didn't I? Keyford with the $1 is bleeping because you're actively responding to donations, meaning more people send them. Yeah, but White Nervoso also said I'm getting double beeps. The Nier soundtrack is interesting. It's really interesting. But at times I found it really irritating and distracting from the actual game. I turned it off like 2/3 of the way through the game. Turned it back on for new areas and stuff, but I turned it back off after that. Somatic with the $4. Beep, beep, beep. You said it. Heretic with the $2. Who would win in a fight? Kramer or Kramer versus Kramer? Heretic. Heretic. You keep making donations I don't understand. I'm really sorry, Heretic. I want to help you, help me, help you. But I don't know. Hispaniola with the $5. Moving forward, how are we going to deal with this gross Nazi problem throughout our country and our world? Honestly, by doing shit like what I do. Organize and fucking shut them up. Every chance you get, yell at them, fucking make them look like idiots, which they are. Scream at them, throw milkshakes at them. Make their lives miserable. Then they'll move from keeping their beliefs public to keeping them private. And then, with time, they'll die. And because they kept those beliefs private, they weren't able to radicalize many of their youth. It's a slow process. Surius with the $2. Happy to see you, bud. Beep, beep, beep. Meadog with the $2. Play Bastion music. Ah, fuck. Bastion's also a top tier. Yeah, Bastion's also a top tier video game OST. Plus the voice at the beginning.
Listen, all this takes a lot of getting used to. And you do get used to it.
And
after a
Transistor.
while. There's 3 things I'll always miss, though. 1, not having to watch my step all the time. 2, forget about 2. And 3, I miss the songs. Folks from Ceylondia knew how to carry a tune. Sure, we've got some songs on the old gramophone, but try and imagine what they sounded like, playing to a room full of fine people, unwinding at the sole regret after a hard day's work. Those were the days.
I take it back. Bastion might be like one of the top. And Transistor too. Transistor's different though. Transistor's got this really weird, like, cyberpunk lo-fi vibe to its shit. It's really strange, but it's so good. Okay, I gotta wrap up today's. I gotta go fucking bed, okay? Listen, I'm a sleepy boy, and if you want streams tomorrow... Actually, I'm not streaming tomorrow, but still. Z-Love with the $2. Excellent taste, my dude. Now you just gotta get on that Toho shit. I do not know what that is. Operation Smithy with the $2. Look up Downworld Ouroboros. It's great. I'll look up this last one. Oh, and obviously Undertale probably has like the best video game soundtrack of all time. There are just so many. There are so many good ones. This might actually be too blippy for my taste, the Downwell Ouroboros, but I understand the appeal. It's good, unquestionably. I'm a little bit less into those chip tunes that I used to be. Keyford with the $1 in the Crypto Nazi vid. You told off Paul Joseph Watson for using a full vid without permission, yet didn't you do the same thing? No? Wait, Keyford, no I didn't? What do you mean? When I use a video, I always make sure to add enough commentary to meet the legal qualification for fair use, meaning that my content is transformative. It doesn't just replace their content. But he just played the full video with no commentary over it. He just included that video in his. Also, when do we get to see Hyena? At least please give her a mic. Hyena has posted pictures of herself in the Discord. Get up in that Discord shit. Meadog with the $2. Oh god, I'm stoned. Please stop staring at me. Mean. There are so many people. There are so many people in my chat. Oh, Vosh, you watched the whole honk honk video? Yeah, I guess my argument there would be that my video served to critique and analyze the contents of the honk honk video, whereas in Paul Joseph Watson's video, he literally just played it, like, to say, like, this is what people are up about, you know? Like, Paul Joseph Watson just played the video and then kept talking about stuff that wasn't the video. He talked about the phenomenon in general, whereas I was specifically referring to the contents of the video and its chat. Like, he used the video as dressing in his, but my video was about that video. That would be my argument. For if I had to, like, defend the fair use exemption. Witless Minion with the $2. I might have found you a musician outside of OSTs. Look up Laserhawk. Maybe later, Witless Minions. Every time I talk about music, a bunch of people give me suggestions that are probably all very good. But I'm a sleepy boy. Trevor Hudson with the $5 for the magic mic moves. Thanks, Trevor. I appreciate it. I'm gonna change your opinion with $5. Hey, bud, wondering if you could elaborate on what finally got you into making YouTube content. I'm having trouble being motivated to start. Lol. Ellie Rogers, you gonna get banned if you keep spamming like that, you piece of shit. As for what got me into making YouTube content, essentially, I was well known in Destiny's community for multiple years. As like I'd come on sometimes and yell, and I'd yell at Destiny, or he would yell at me. And one day, Hassan Piker on Twitch was linked a video of me arguing with Destiny on like the rise of Trump, and Hassan Piker was like, "Oh shit, this guy is cool." Vivian, don't you talk shit. You want to get that banned with one message? I was. Everyone knew about me. When I'd pop into the chat, they'd be like, oh, it's Irish Laddie. When I was in the Reddit, oh, it's Irish Laddie. I was like one of the like minor like ascended viewers, you know? Like I wasn't a regular, but people knew my name. Whatever the case is, one of these days, Hassan saw that video and he was like, oh shit, I should talk to this Irish Laddie guy. So I went on, talked with him. We had ourselves a little bit of a chat, and that got me enough exposure that people started asking like, hey, are you ever going to make content of your own? Initially I said I couldn't, but one guy, a person called Omnic1 on Reddit, was generous enough to literally just buy me this microphone, about $130, I think. Just bought it to me and shipped it to my local UPS drop-off station that I could pick it up from. And yeah, it was that was pretty fucking cool. So with a mic, like I've got to use it, you know. So I made a first video and it got a few thousand views, and I made a second, a third, and a fourth, and a fifth, and then I started streaming on Twitch, and I got 20 viewers, and 40, then 50, then 100, then 200, then 300, then 400, and then I got banned off Twitch, and now I'm on YouTube, and now I'm consistently repping at top like around 1,000 viewers, and it's been pretty great. You ever going to debate Destiny again? You can destroy him. That's not true. Destiny is very intelligent and a very good rhetorician. Also, the only thing that Destiny and I really substantively could disagree on, fundamentally, are like base ethical positions on stuff like abortion, and also, of course, the whole capitalism socialism thing. And he's just not interested in discussing those positions. He's just not. Heretic with $1. I graduate college tomorrow. Wish me a happy birthday. I don't know what the relationship between those two things are, but first of all, congratulations on your graduation, and second of all, happy birthday, friend. Good luck. Hispaniola with the $2. Thanks for your input. I love you, buddy. Thank you for your support. Bungler with the $2 theme music to The Witcher game. The Witcher game's music, I assume you mean The Witcher 3, was pretty good, but I wouldn't put it like in the fucking greats, you know? Shudo with the $2. Check out Closer Online's OST. It's wicked. First of all, thank you for the support. Second of all, no! I'm a sleepy boy. And holy shit, ICF, through 2 separate accounts, donated me $20. I assume you donated one of them through my Streamlabs link in the YouTube link. For the YouTube description. The other one you did straight through my website. I got both of them. ICF, thank you so much for the $20. ICF, I miss you. I hope I see you next time I come down to LA. You're beautiful and I love you, okay? I love you so much. You're a wonderful person. Got a big booty. Also, thank you for not pronouncing it Mead okay. I didn't because I'm not an idiot. Thank you for the $2. Medoc. All right. Sleepy ooh. All right, folks. I'm giving it 2 more minutes. I'm pretty sleepy. You folks have been great today, though. I had a phenomenal time, and I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. I know I did. Wait. 42. That's weird. It's saying a different amount of super chat revenue between the live control room and the... Huh, that's weird. Donation revenue. So that would be around 180 plus. Okay. Okay, sorry. This online stuff is tough. A lot tougher than I thought it would be. Ragswolf with the $1. You should watch Jocko's TED Talk. It's actually a pretty good video. Really? Maybe I could. I'm catching up with chat. Yeah, maybe we... I don't know if I want, like, the normal Grug emote when this new one is so good, but... Huh. Yeah, Jocko... Let me save it. Jocko TED Talk. There are only so many people named Jocko, right? Yep, it's called Extreme Ownership. Oh, it's TEDx. I see. God damn. He's so meaty.
An incredible teacher.
How tall do you think he is? Do you think that he looks like this, but he's like 5'3"? It's possible.
Brutal to explain exactly what had happened on the operation and what had gone wrong. Did not control me.
Holy shit, look at his trapezius muscle popping out of his fucking shirt like that. Holy fuck.
And you know what?
Man, I wish I was yoked. I gotta get back to the gym. I just feel envy when I look at people who look like that. Zeloff with the $2. Toho is a bullet hell game series with some bumpin' ass music. The fans have made literally thousands of remixes in every conceivable genre of music. I'd recommend checking it out. Zeloff, if I remember, I'll be sure to. It sounds pretty rad. Alright. Google says 5'11". Ha! Manlet. Imagine not being 6 feet or taller. Even as a baby. I was 6 foot taller as a baby. Jonesy Jones with the $2. Sleeps well, sleepy boy. Look, I promise I will, okay? My girlfriend, Hyena, thinks that I'm going to bed right after this is done, but I'm actually hungry, so she's about to get Omega cucked. Woo! Embarrassing. Wait a second. My Streamlabs says I have 1 subscriber. Is it recognizing subscribers from my website? Can it do that? 21st, 22nd, and then these are all from the 24th. This was from 5:52 UTC, so it's not interesting. Maybe it was a delayed thing. Wow, that's really neat. Fuck yeah. Keep it all in one place so I don't have to track when I do my taxes. Oh god, I'm making money from so many like disparate sources. God, fuck. All right. I love you fuckers, okay? You're all so fucking beautiful. You're so fucking handsome. You're so fucking sweet. Your genitalia are so fucking ripe. It's inconceivable to me. They're like a bloated fucking blood balloon, okay? That's how fucking ripe your genitals are, all right? You can't even, when you're sewing, you have to gird yourself with an iron codpiece so that a needle doesn't accidentally slip and puncture the thin shell surrounding just the fucking massive load of blood that's keeping your genitals engorged. It's incredible. Your penis looks basically like a party balloon. Your vagina basically looks like a fucking hot dog, okay? It's just a puffy fucking labia with the hot dog bun with just a giant fat bloody sort of viscous sort of like the sort of like an Audi belly button clit. You're just all so fucking incredible, okay? I love you all so much. Thank you so much for making my career possible with your generosity and with your beautiful, beautiful engorged genitalia. Okay? A quick sleepy dab. Oh, is Magical Fruit Basket talking more shit? Well, that's cool. I now know Vosh is not actually as good a person as I originally thought. When it comes to defend those who incite both no relation, deemed not worthy enough to have... What? Magical Fruit Basket, what the fuck are you saying? Wait. When it comes to defend those who incite both no emotional response nor capacity to revolt, they're not deemed worthy enough to have their lives looked upon with even the slightest moral consideration? What are you talking about? What did I do? I've been talking about music and, like, genitals for the past 20 minutes. What is this? Well, that's cool. I now know Vosh is actually not as good of a person as I originally thought. When it comes to defend those who incite both no emotional response nor capacity to revolt, they are not deemed worthy enough to have their lives looked upon with even the slightest... Wait, are they talking about how I kill spiders that spook me? Is that really it? Magical Fruit Basket, if you're unironically going to fucking morally impugn me for killing insects, kill yourself. the fuck is wrong with you? You whiny, ineffectual, moralizing bitch babies are the reason why the left has been suffering so much over the past few decades. The left used to be people getting up bloody in riots. The left used to be people fighting for their rights out in the streets and advocating for their civil rights and the civil rights of others. But nowadays, it seems like every other leftist or every other left-leaning person I interact with is a whiny fucking bitch. I give more moral consideration to animals than I do to you, okay? Nothing disgusts me more than people who look at the fucking totality of misery and inhumanity and unethical behavior going on in the planet and then start drawing lines between the lefties trying to do something about it over their position on killing insects. Go fucking off yourself. What a useless, degenerate, worthless, moralizing, virtue signaling piece of shit. Magical Fruit Basket, you are incredible because you individually exemplify everything that is conceptually wrong with how people demonstrate moral superiority over another. Why don't you spend slightly more effort and go into the fucking kill stream chat and morally impugn actual fucking fascists and Nazis rather than complaining that I kill fucking, yeah, I don't just kill spiders. I kill fucking fruit flies. I kill moths. I kill everything in my house that I don't like. I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't give a shit. And you know what? That's what you are to me. You're just a fly on my fucking laptop, on my little fucking computer screen, okay? And I assign you the exact level of moral culpability that you deserve. All right. I'm good. That's good. That was fun. Okay. Really, though, can you fathom? No, okay, all right. Is my empathy not good? I've struggled with the shame for my... Oh! Magical Fruits Basket. I'm so sorry. The harm, the stigma you must have suffered for not killing flies or whatever. Jesus Christ. Hey, your empathy is good, Magical Fruit Basket. You unironically fucking whining to lefty figures for their decision to not give a fuck about the moral consideration of literal insects who have no internal thought process, who have no emotions, who have no drive in life, who fulfill a very basic biological purpose driven by nature as part of the grand cycle in which they provide compost and meat to other living things? No, I don't assign value to life based on life alone. If I did, I wouldn't cut grass. I assign value to life based on characteristics that are emergent from consciousness, okay? And as far as I'm aware, they don't got that, all right? But if you feel like being extra special, super snowflake sensitive special to the needs and desires of little baby insects, how about you do so in a way that isn't so fucking obnoxious? Because something tells me the stigma you face has nothing to do with your empathy and more to do with the fact that you're an obnoxious bitch. All right? All right, that's all the vitriol I've got in me. I feel like I was unusually kind and generous. In the stream today. So this is me getting it all out of the way. Thank you, Magical Fruit Basket, for playing the second part in this two-person act, okay? I know you didn't mean it. I know you're memeing because no one would unironically be that stupid. So I appreciate you giving me sort of a venue to express my antagonism. So as I was saying, I love you all so much. You're all super cute and beautiful. And I love you, and I'm going to sleep. Did I miss any donations? Can't miss no goddamn donations. That makes me a bad boy. Nope, I think we're set. Oh, God. Good night.